because we're watching the game as it's going on. An easy pass connection there. Deron Bland on coverage. There's Mukwamo with the kind of missed hit at the end. But, yeah, second and 7. Second and 7, first and goal. And now we're looking sloppy.
Either, because, remember, that first play was...
So in this play here, Deron Bland got beat. On one-on-one coverage. Again, he's a man coverage there. No help to the outside. That's up to him to catch up there. And that's where DeBron Bland, okay, that's one of his negative plays of the day.
Yeah, he was definitely just a second or two behind.
Step behind, yeah. So it's gonna, listen, guys, it's gonna happen sometimes. Now every play is gonna, like last week, every play he was in was great. It's not gonna happen like that every time for young DeBron Bland. They'll run up the gut there, RPO look, they get about 2 yards. 2 yards. So the Cowboy defense run stop. We let about 2 or 3 plays go on the run, and we've got about 5 or 6 good stops on the runs.
Again, overall, still improved though. You know, even for preseason standards, yes, improved from last year.
Not from like last week. Last week we played well. We got 22 carries last week. The Broncos for 39 yards, and we had over 100 yards rushing. But I'm just saying, like, our run defense has seemed to at least maybe go in the right direction, even if it's just preseason. Here's another run up the gut. Good stop there, number 41, Marquis Bell.
Man, Marquis Bell is just chopping wood today.
Guys, tomorrow, get ready for a film drop right here. Marquis Bell, Deron Bland. Listen, I know you should go good, bad, and ugly, but there's so much good on these guys, I want to show you the good. It's not a hype. It's not a hype video. It's what we're seeing consistently
they're the guys who have
from
been
these
doing
guys.
Well in practice and also showing that in the game.
Yes, under the lights, in the practice, training camps, against each other,
That's why Nashawn Wright is so disappointing, because we saw him do really well in practice, and then in the games he has just not lived up to that.
But against the scrimmages, even the training camp practices, the games, those Marquis Bell and Deron Bland have shown up.
Big 3rd and goal here.
Can we stop it?
Ooh, I swear someone was being held.
Overthrown. Let's see if a flag hits.
Of course, they don't catch that.
No flag. It's 4th down, though. We hold them. Defense, again, always last year. One thing we know about last year in the red zone, the Cowboys did hold, even when we were not doing great in the beginning of the year.
Tell me
that's Fowler.
No,
I don't know.
It looked like Fowler to me.
Dante Fowler? That was 52, I think. That was 52. What's his name? Tafua. I thought that was him for a second. But anyway, either way, it was 56 or 52. It looked like it was getting either hands to the face or held. Either way, they didn't call it. 0-0.
That pressure. That's
it's always the front 7, guys. Remember, that's what's going to make the coverage better. People think, Diggs and this and Anthony Brown. They're better because the front 7 are better, and that makes them even better. Field goal is good.
There it is.
And it's, of course, 3-0.
I hope I know what that feels like.
In a preseason game.
I hope I know what that feels like. A field goal being good, you know?
I know. I get it. It's just that the thing is that, we might have to keep 2 guys on that field.
Let me go ahead.
We have to keep, like I'm joking here, but, like, Liram for the short kicks and Maher for the long kicks. I heard Will McClay said, we won't keep more than 2 kickers. What? I'd rather keep no kickers.
Oh, man.
And go for 2 or go for the 4th downs.
In a weird way, I almost agree.
I know. Rather than take up a second roster spot so we can kick short field goals.
I'd rather have no roster spot for a kicker than 2 roster spots for 2 kickers.
Exactly.
So, real quick, let me see. Rich Scotty said, I know people are saying Kelvin Joseph's on the bubble. Honestly, it's Wright that should be on the bubble. Joseph seems to be doing better than him. Wright looks weak.
I'll say that they both look weak. I'm going to be
Clark
real.
Kent said, if we get a good pass rush, it won't matter who's out there.
Correct.
FA87,
He's right.
What's up? He said, bolts are on the board. Skeptical fan said, no bueno.
Again,
Stubby 1085 said the quarterback missed him. William Bernie said, how are we feeling about the secondary as a group right now? Again, overall, very positive.
I think that when you have the starters, we're great. I think Deron Bland is our 4th right now with, like, Kelvin Joseph and then Nashawn Wright as our 5th and 6th. I'm just being real. And our starting 3, they started last year, played great under all 3 of them. Jordan Lewis, a top 10 slot, not top 10 corner, a top 10 slot corner. So, again, he's got with the hamstrings, so Deron Bland's definitely going to have to step up probably in that spot. But the outside guys, Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown, Trayvon Diggs was number 1 in press coverage, which we use about 70% of the time under Dan Quinn. Trayvon Diggs was number 1 in the NFL. Anthony Brown was number 9 in the NFL. We're fine at corner. Someone goes down, that's when these other 3 guys got to step up. Deron Bland, Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph. We'll see. Kelvin Joseph still got that suspension probably hanging over him.
So, no, just real quick, because Sully said, sorry, but my faith in McCarthy is falling. Third Thunder God said, Mukwamo still hits like a cornerback, not a safety.
Well, he played corner in college, but that was his biggest weakness was playing corner. He actually is better at safety, but, so with the pick, good reading by him. Yeah, Asmodeus. Amen. Repping it here from Memphis.
LT said, dang, it's been 6 years. I feel like we've grown up and rival hate together. Time flies.
Tell you, it does. Doesn't it, LT? Much love to you and yours, man. I hope your family's doing great, but fuck,
see,
F the
Steven
Eagles.
Dallas said, Wright's about to get cut if he gets exposed again in this game, and that's what I'm trying to say.
And
like,
it's funny. He's always close in coverage, though. He's always there, but he can't just. He's always like a hair away. It's either a perfect catch or a perfect pass or a crazy
he's always
play.
there, so we know who to blame. Like
I know, but
if anything,
it's not like he's 10 yards back. He's like in the guy's face, and he still can't make the play. Which is almost like, is it luck or is it bad luck or is it just a couple little tweaks? I think he's just a hair away from just normalizing. That's what I feel. I don't think he sucks. I just think that he's frustrating. He's frustrating to watch right now because of the closeness he's coming. He can't win any of these 50-50 balls. He's just screwing up. Now, Turpin, number 2, is running this. And I can't wait to see him do his thing because he's doing it now. Look at him go, baby. He's gone. Touchdown, Turpin. Turpin time, baby. He's on the team. He's our 6th receiver. He's our punt returner and our kick returner. You did say it.
This is the only thing we have to see.
Throwing up them twos, baby.
Give it to me once and look.
It's Turpin time. Woo!
Cowboys are on the board.
No flags. So we're good there.
Nope.
Always got to watch for that shit. Guys, I told you, Turpin's the guy. You want him out there. I mean, I know I love my man Randy Stites, but he's over TJ Vasher.
I know the Chargers are the ones with the bolts, but Turpin is the one who's electric right now.
You see that speed? You see him reading that hole? That's what I'm talking about. From day one, I've been saying this guy could be a surprise. We need him at punt return. Fuck the receiving shit. We need him at punt and kick returns. We just found it.
Look, he's doing receiver stuff because we're...
CeeDee Lamb stays at receiver, which he did that job last year. Tony Pollard gets more offensive play time because Turpin returning kicks.
Who's kicking the extra point?
Speaking of kicks, we made it. My goodness.
He made it barely.
I wonder who that was, though. It looks like Maher because it looks like a Maher kick. I have no idea who kicked it,
I'm almost positive it was Maher. That did not look like number 19 out there on the field. Just saying.
19 is Maher.
Oh, is 19 Maher?
Yeah.
So then I think
9 or 19. 19 is Haralahu. Let me fix the score because it is now 7-3.
I guess let me double check.
You can look at the play-by-play. I'll tell you who. If you look at ESPN or anything, they'll tell you the play-by-play.
Here,
maybe the chat will tell us first. I don't even know. 7-3 Cowboys, and it's not about the score. We can win. That's great. Whatever. I always rep the star for the wins, but it's about the performance individually most of the time. Cavante Turpin made this
hit up
team.
the chat after that.
It's official.
I'm sorry.
It's official. Cheers. Enjoy your beverages. Have choice.
Oh,
I'm enjoying mine.
Turpin's the guy who just scored on you guys. Just an
Yeah,
FYI.
Cavante Turpin, USFL MVP, punt return MVP. I mean, these guys, crazy in the in the USFL at TCU some years back. Unbelievable as well. Especially he did it in the receiving side, but especially in the return side of things, that's where he shined. And then he got into a domestic issue. Never got into the NFL through the USFL. Yeah. Now the Cowboys, and he just made himself a spot in this team. I'm guaranteeing he's making this team.
Right before that touchdown, Asmodi used to say, what a disappointment Joseph has become. Is his mind occupied on something else? I mean, maybe he needs to be as focused as Turpin is. Because after that, everyone's just like, Turpin, touchdown.
Yeah, the suspension was the thing.
That's that kid. Turpin with the blazing speed.
I mean, I've been trying to tell you guys, right? We've been talking about it. I got 18 videos of this guy. He has the natural talent. He showed it last week. He knows how not to take...
Turpin just made the team with that play?
Yep, he knows how not to take hits. Go back to the Denver game. Even though he didn't run any back, he knows how to not to take a hit. That's a key thing that I said, oh, shit, I see something in him. And then now he don't take. He was untouched. And he just slithered through. He slides through. He's so smooth, guys. I've been telling you this for weeks and weeks. He's not the hype guy. One of the guys we believe that the Jerry Jones hype in was Cavante Turpin for this job.
Exactly.
And if we use him right on offense for that too, but you can't use him wrong on special teams.
Again, he's getting offensive play time because it's the preseason and literally everyone gets some. And he's going to always get at least a handful of snaps and stuff like that. But when it comes to the actual regular season, he's not really going to get time with the number ones unless they're working on some kind of specialized play or something, Speaking of a 2, baby. Not only do we have a J-Lou 2, because he's wearing number 2 this year, Turpin's going to change his number. Ooh, Brian Gaines said, I'm at the game, y'all. Turpin's a bad man, but skeptical fan.
Ooh, with that Turpin 2.
Holler said Turpin was already downshifting at the 40 already.
I'm telling you. That's something to get hyped about is this Cavante Turpin. Been saying it. Basically, the day he signed, that we saw him in camp the first day, I'm like, this guy's like off the charts smoothness, and he catches the ball, he tracks the ball. Better than anybody else. Better than Tony Pollard.
I've already seen people say that he's going to be the best returner in the NFL this year.
Chill the fuck out.
I'm not saying me.
I'm telling everybody. Let's chill out.
Not in our chat either.
Let's chill. I know.
This ain't our chat either.
Those that are doing that out there, just chill the fuck out. He ain't Devin Hester. Let him get 7 years of this. Then we'll call him Devin Hester.
You know what's funny? The only reason I believe that could be possible, and think about it this way. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
She's joining
I'm saying
the crew.
no. Okay. Who else in the entire NFL is basically going to have exactly one job only, and their job is to do that and do that well?
I don't know. This guy tried to do it, and he just slipped and fell. Tried to pull a Turpin, and he fell in his face.
The only reason I say that is because very few teams basically bring in a guy to be a one-trick pony, and Turpin is kind of like, I'm not saying he's only going to do that, but that is the only reason we're bringing him in.
And
like,
some gadget jet sweeps and trick plays on offense. 4, 5, 6 snaps on offense. That's partially his job.
He's moonlighting.
But his specialty is returns.
He's moonlighting is all that.
Punts and kicks. He's moonlighting for Kellen Moore. But he's specialist. His specialty is kickoff and punt returns. The top dog. His specialty is taking over.
The stream boss with the $9
that old Romo.
Cowboys.
Ooh, the top dog. He's now going for about a 5-yard gain for them on the run. Cox and Golston with the stop. But much love to the top dog, Dwayne Broussard. He's again the top dog. He's got 4 in a row, sponsor of the month. He's got the lead above, right up here. And now he's got the stream boss. Took that from Jason Renfro. Mr. Renfro still got the Cash App crown and the lead. But Dwayne Broussard coming for 5 on it.
So like I said, I want to point out 2 things. 1, Turpin is there to do exactly one job. Most guys that do that are usually doing even a little bit more than one job. 2.
Oh, great job there by Jabril Cox with a nice defensive stop and then cleaning it up. Gallimore, Luke Gifford, but Jabril Cox back-to-back good plays.
Exactly what William Birdie just said in the chat. Most guys aren't usually the MVP of an entire league, even if it is, the baby.
He did things on the receiving side as well in the USFL. But that's because you had you were like one of the better players there.
He still has a lot of talent.
Yes, he has the juice, the explosiveness. That he can utilize them if you utilize them right. You can't utilize him as a number 1 receiver on the outside. He also seems
to be hungrier than any of these other guys. So I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying that I can see the potential
our 6th receiver.
For him
How's that?
Doing that.
Oh, it's closing down. Man, we get the first down. We almost had a sack there.
I love that pressure, though. I love that
number
pressure.
Number 93. Who's 93? I might forget 93. Is that Basham?
Is that Basham, yeah.
Yeah, Basham was right there again. That's twice he's been right on him. On the quarterback, but Easton
Look, they're going to show it again there.
Yeah, he's inside right there. And Tristan Hill went down, too. Go watch that video, too. Tristan Hill, he's beating guys like Zion Johnson, the number 1 pick. He beat him pretty bad in that scrimmage. I actually put footage up on that newest video we have up there. You got, I just want to say, because right now we're on defense, the Ron Bland, a guy we're watching, who's got to make more, he kind of had a bad rep today out there in the slot. For Jordan Lewis. We got to see Deron Bland. Now he's moving kind of as almost a linebacker here.
Play action here.
Little pressure, foul or nothing. They're going deep to the 20-yard line. It's good defense by number 40, who's a guy on my list, I think. Who's number 40? Because is that
I almost said Bland, but I'm like, no. 30, not 40.
No, number 40. Who is number 40? Damn.
That's not Bell. No.
No, baby. That's 41. Yeah. 40 is like a hyphenated name, I think. Let me see if we can see him. He's one of the undrafteds. Oh.
Thomas?
Janiah Thomas.
There you go.
Janiah Thomas. So a guy that is trying to make this team mainly practice squad. But he was in the right area. No pass. Oh, they want a pass interference, but that's the Charger. We're watching the Charger feed. What do you expect from them?
Of course.
Anyways, here we go. Cowboys 4 guys down, but we're moving Deron Bland. It looks like Bland right in that up front there, playing the tight end. Good job by him and good job. Oh no, Bland was on the outside playing as the outside. That was 31, Tyler Coyle, who's trying to make a spot, move his way into that safety spot.
I'm telling you, it was only one number off, so you can't get mad at me when I'm saying 30 and 40 and 41 and just saying it's
but see, 41, I know who that is. Like that's Marquis Bell. That's instilled in everyone's head. Deron Bland, though, guys, gotta be. He's showing pretty good. He played on the inside as a slot for Jordan Lewis's kind of mindset. He plays inside and outside. Deron Bland, sort of like Anthony Brown. So Jordan Lewis, not there. And again, will he be there week 1? We got to figure out that slot position. I think he's playing slot here way back. Let's see. They go to the outside, and Kelvin Joseph.
I mean, that's about as good as he could have done outside of knocking the ball out.
First down again, though. Just like Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph is having some of the same issues. He's there. He's sticky coverage. Nashawn Wright's sticky coverage. But those 2 guys keep letting the ball. They both keep letting the. He was there. He slipped a little bit. But they keep letting the catches occur on them. And again, whether we love Kelvin Joseph or hate him, same thing with Nashawn Wright. They both are. I'm giving them props because they stay sticky in coverage. I'm giving them no props because they cannot make a fucking play.
They can't finish.
They haven't made a play.
Close.
So don't overhype them, and I'm giving you the real deal. There's some good and bad in this.
Man, they have almost 100 passing yards.
Try to slow them down, Sam Williams, but they ran for 9 yards on first down.
That one, they got through everybody there.
And they faked it again. Both of our guys coming in from the left side, they both overran the play, including Sam Williams, and couldn't get the stop. Nashawn Wright, like I said, he's got to show something tonight. And again, Kelvin Joseph too. We're seeing the reasons why they're sticky, but they're not making that finalizing the play. Tristan Hill, number 72. He's got to make some more splash plays. He's been kind of getting that boost, getting in there. He almost got a sack.
He hasn't really been,
he's done it in practice and training. He's got to do it when the lights are on and do it more often. Not only for us to keep him.
Oh, that was them.
No, that's Zion Johnson moving.
Okay, but 77 moved first.
That's Zion Johnson. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a false start on the Chargers. They go back 5. So, again, I'm saying this is, again, now it's what, 2nd and 6? So, my thing is this, Tristan Hill, guys, he smoked Zion Johnson. As you see, he just went false start there. And you go back to that. Go to the video we just posted a half hour ago here on MCF. Zion Johnson got, again, a top guy we wanted here, right? The left guard, or he's playing right guard for the Chargers. He got false start, but he got smoked by Tristan Hill in the last scrimmage. We got to see if he lives up to his place on the depth chart. And if he's good enough, maybe we can trade him.
Come on.
Good
there
stop.
We go.
Is that Luke Gifford and Carlos Watkins?
Oh, no. There it is.
What happened?
There's a flag.
Oh. It's got to be a formation. It's got to be a formation thing, or we're offsides. Sam Williams getting a little handsy. You know what's funny? Hey, I got to give you guys props out there. You guys. But, baby, when I put the video out of Sam Williams, and I'm saying, I'm showing it, I'm loving his bull rush. The one problem he had, again
Yeah.
Guys, the one problem he had, and you guys called us. I had about maybe 15 comments saying, "Got to keep the hands away from the face." He keeps getting, guys. Now you guys, the family here, you guys watching, subscribing, watching those videos, commenting. You guys called it, not I. You guys called it. Thank you. And now you're seeing it happen. I said, your guys are right.
Hey,
you guys
we learned together.
Woo, great job by 58.
There we go. Stop it. There we go.
56. Fowler doing a great job. Tristan Hill in the backfield. You got bashing some people. Osa Odigizua involved. A starter playing. Those guys came in there, pushed the pocket back.
All I'm saying is, I swear, and I know when we watch it again, I swear it was Fowler on that earlier play that was being held.
Okay.
Like way back.
I'm actually sure you're all right because they're not having Tafua in yet.
And not just that, but he's just, he keeps getting in there.
Yeah, I mean, Fowler, number 56, he's definitely, pushing the depth chart there, trying to get guys, trying to get himself on this solidify. He's in the doghouse, again, playing well.
Thank you, Skeptical fan, with the $2 holler
Always
saying turpentine sounds like turpentine. I mean, that's what I think of
that's
every
why,
time I say it.
Great job of the defense.
There we go.
Not a good tackle by Jabril Cox, but great coverage. He was right there, slowed him down. Tristan Hill, Fowler, Luke Gifford, they cleaned it up. Again, these guys you're hearing, these names that you're hearing me say, these are like pseudo starters. Luke Gifford, Fowler, saying Jabril Cox is, they're rotational top starters in their rotation. They're either, they might start a game, but they might come in on the second down play and technically play more snaps. These are all guys, including Luke Gifford, you're going to hear in the games occasionally. Luke Gifford played great, I would say, towards the end of last year as well as LVE. And I think he's a guy that, could get some snaps in here. He's been playing solid, I think, and not just in playing training camp. Other than a little injury, playing well. Last play of the first quarter, 3rd and 13. Jabril Cox trying to get a sack, could not. He gets the first down. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This defense is, again, Cox fell down. I mean, luckily he's good to go. But, man, he had him we had a sack.
We had him dead to rights.
Everybody ran away. That's what the Cowboys do on 3rd down. Just like yesterday's stream. 3rd downs they're just biting us in the ass, man. This happened last year. It's happening this year. Once again. The defense is hungry. It's there.
But that's officially the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
That went by really fast, actually. So, 14 fucked up again, said Thor Thunder God. Jason Renfro said, miss a sack.
How? Bigs. Oh, because he missed the sack?
He missed something earlier because the lunatic even said 14's is going on the practice squad.
No, he ain't. He's not going to practice squad.
He's missed 4 tackles so far, said Steven Dallas. So
well, he missed that one, but he slowed the play down. I agree. He needs to make the tackle. He needs to improve. But I do think that he was there for 2 run plays. Well, he was involved for 2 run plays. He was there in coverage on another one. He missed the tackle, but he slowed it down. And then there again, did he miss a sack, or did he just not? It just couldn't get the sack. I would see that from another angle.
He missed a sack, at least as far as I'm...
He wouldn't just stop or he didn't get pushed down. He just kind of, as he started to go after him, the quarterback ran out and just outran him. And Jabril Cox is fast, so...
At least from that
he's not going to no practice squad.
It's hard to see how he got outrun
because I'm sure
it seemed like he was so physically close to
By Monday, you'll probably see it here on MCF.
That's why I said that, at least from
we'll show you
angle, that's a tough one.
The sideline, end zone angle, we'll show you how close he was to him. Was he really as close as it seemed? He was close, but should he have gotten that sack? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to put that. That's a bad play by Jabril Cox.
Skeptical fans said this shouldn't happen when you have Prescott running all the time, too. Do they practice this or not?
I mean, they do. It's just
saying that Dak is faster than that.
Someone took their eyes off the quarterback in coverage. And when that happened, Easton realized that Easton's stick ran, and he realized all he had to do is outrun the Fowler and Jabril Cox. And he did that easily, unfortunately. Is that skeptical? Oh,
yes,
Mr. Wright in the house.
Mr. Wright, thank you for the $2 holler. AM Shorty, thank you for summing it up.
Welcome to the family, AM Shorty. Appreciate you. Mr. Wright in the house.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
What did he say?
Much love. He said, I like Kelvin Joseph. I want killers on defense.
Oh, man. Well, luckily he wasn't the killer. He was hanging with killers. Yeah. And that's what he's doing on this team, metaphorically.
He's a killer by association.
Right now he's a killer. You got Micah out there. And he's associated with the killers, like in, unfortunately, real life. But here, he's getting killed right now.
We need him to be the one holding the...
Yeah. And you brought up Bohanna earlier, baby. Look at this here. Look, let's see the angle here. You'll see it. It's, again, nothing he could have done, guys, like I said. The pocket did not collapse properly, but, that's just the quarterback being aware and seeing whether the defenders already turned their backs.
Somebody
so he ran.
is supposed to be outside.
Helping
out there.
That's the linebacker slash the corner the cover guys, and what happened? They turned their backs, and he realized it and he ran. Here's a first down run to the left side, our right side. Great job by Devin Harper, the rookie, Sam Williams, the rookie, Carlos Watkins in there, Golston, Bohanna. By the way, guys, impressive with Bohanna how he's played so far. Ridgeway is going to get some snaps, number 95, the rookie. Both these guys, again, Ridgeway played through the injury. It's toughness right there. You expect that from him. Tristan Hill, like I said, has flashed a little bit here and there. Golston, who was involved in that play, plays edge and tackle throughout last game. He's doing it again this one. So I think we have a lot of depth guys to figure out in the defensive line that maybe you might not know how they're going to be. They're not going to be like a 4-down, 3-down player. Play action. They're throwing it back to the screen. And that's a great job there by someone. Bad job by the rest of his team as he gets a touchdown. And they score. Even though it's in silence.
Was pathetic.
Yeah, again, it was a good initial play by the Cowboys, but it was a good block. Somebody got shoved out the way.
Isn't that basically the story of every third down?
Was that third down too?
No, I don't think it was. I'm just trying to say that, great first down, great second down, great job, Dallas, and then third down, and then too late.
Who was that? Was that 44? Oh, Malik Jefferson. Not that he actually was there. It was a good block, kind of shoved him, but he let his momentum take him forward.
Several comments in the chat saying Deshaun Wright quit on that play. He just looked pathetic.
To me, Deshaun Wright and Kelvin Joseph are fighting for that 5th and 6th spot.
Kelvin Joseph at least has some hunger in him. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And Deshaun Wright looks like he is mentally not 100% here.
Yeah, and he's sticky, but he's not making plays.
That's right. Larry J made a comment. I didn't want to interrupt you, but that shit was cracking me up. Let me go back. He said Cheeto was sticky. He just couldn't make a play.
So we got two Cheetos. At least they're not starting. At least they're 5th and 6th. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He's in. I think he's in.
Yeah, he's in.
They're replaying it. Janaea Thomas and the rookie Devin Harper were in the tackle at the end. Devin Harper kind of got run over. Rookie play.
Yeah, so William Birdie, they actually played it back again, and you kind of saw, there was nothing Cox could have done there.
No, don't blame Cox. Don't blame the Cox. I'm just saying, he put the pressure on. He did actually good. To me, he ain't playing as bad as some of you guys are saying yet. He missed a couple tackles, but he made the play still, or helped make the play, even if he needs to make the tackle. He needs to complete it.
Yeah, so it looks like the touchdown was overturned, just throwing it out there. Okay. Cowboys Abroad, what's up? Much love.
The man,
appreciate you.
Formerly of Japan, now repping that star worldwide.
That's
and Big
right.
D right now. Appreciate you, your lovely wife. You and me, man, much love. We went to a game less than a year ago watching the Cowboys kick some Falcon ass. Much love to the man, Cowboys Abroad. Star level member up on that board as well. Bohanna, I'm watching him too. I got to see more from him. But he's had a good start. He's 6'4", 330. Mm-hmm. He's 330 pounds. What's up, DJ Rocket?
Thank you for summing it up.
Shoots right into the family here. That didn't sound no good, but you know what I mean. Much love. Welcome to the family, DJ Rocket.
I remember what I was going to say about Jabril Cox real quick earlier. No, it just one of the reasons that I figured he would get a lot more play time in this game and things like that is, remember, guys, he is coming off that injury. He's probably still a little bit rusty, has a few things to kind of get back into the swing of things. So, he doesn't look too great right at this moment. Not surprising because we only just started working him back recently. And the injury he had was a pretty severe one. It's kind of like Michael Gallup. Like, he's probably going to look pretty good, but don't be surprised if he's looking more like 80-85% than the 100% Michael Gallup we're used to seeing. It might take a week or two for him to get into the groove of things again.
It's not just injury either. And think about the fact that he played in 7 games and 2 tackles on defense. When it comes to Jabril Cox, he's just not acclimated to NFL yet. Really, let's be honest.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
with the injury, it's even more of a reason.
The Cowboys are treating him like a rookie, and I think that's a fair assumption and a fair assessment of him right now, because he still needs those types of reps. That's all I'm saying. So expect him to make rookie-like mistakes, even though he has, some NFL games under his belt.
Right,
so
and he's in second year technically.
So looks like they're calling it a touchdown. They're reviewing that challenge. Yep. So yeah, it is a touchdown.
Well, yep. They count. That's 9 right now, but I'll put the 10 up there because they'll probably make the extra point. As our offense going to get back on the field, we might not see the offense. Cavante Turpin's returning another one. He might go all the way 198 yards. He might go 100 this time. We'll see. We'll see the extra point. It makes it 10-0. It does.
Yeah.
Now, as our offense may get on the field, again, Turpin is a guy I'm watching on special teams. He's been playing great on offense in these last week of practice and scrimmages. He made an unbelievable catch, many unbelievable catches as a 5'7", 158-pound player. He's like 30 pounds less than our skinniest guy, our least weighted guy out there, and a lot shorter than our shortest guy out there. 5'7", is tiny. Now, Dennis Houston out there, I believe, number 3, he will be a guy we got to keep watching here. And again, I love that he's always in the right place, right time. Every quarterback, Will Grier, Cooper Rush, Dak, he's playing with the number 1s. He's connecting with all the receivers. He's always where he's supposed to be. Noah Brown's not playing this game. More time for number 3, Dennis Houston. Let's keep an eye on him because he might be the guy beats out Simi Fehoko and beats out even Noah Brown and beats out all these other guys as you go CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, and then Dennis Houston is our number 3. Don't sleep on this. I think we're heading that way. That's why we got to keep watching him. And like I said, at tight end, I think he's going to become our number 2 tight end sooner than later.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson, the rookie, number 48, reminds me of Moose. Keep watching him. But I think you also got to watch the guy after him. I know Justin Quarles loves him. Peyton Hendershot, the undrafted tight end. Looking for a lot from him with no Jeremy Sprinkle. By the way, let me stop because Turpin's on the field. Oh, no, that's not Turpin. That's Malik Davis, and he's got a good run back as well.
There we go.
To the 30-yard line. Malik Davis did a good job.
Reason Turpin was not out there?
Because he's solidified his spot.
That's it. They pulled the starters.
Yeah, he's like, we got to pull.
That's not a bad. That's not a
We're
bad.
gonna keep. Point. We know what Turpin can do. Now we saw it. Let's just take it. He'll probably come back later. I'm thinking he'd probably do punts. Can we get a fucking stop? That's the question. So I'm watching Peyton Hendershot. He's number 49 without what's his name? Achilles injury guy. Jeremy Sprinkle, number 87. He's not playing. More Hendershot. In fact, now you got 48 and 49. Jake Ferguson and Hendershot were playing 12 personnel here. One running back and 2 tight ends. Cooper Rush still out there. We're in the second quarter. It's a run. 2 tight end set, so we want to be able to run on this. Run about 4 or 5 yards there for Rico Dowdle. Good job. He's solidifying that 3rd spot. I do love Malik Davis. I think he's going to be the 4th running back. That's why Ryan Nall's on IR for us. He got cut him, got back on IR. We kept him. So the tight ends, watch those 2, 48, 49. How can you mistake that? Especially without Sprinkle. You lose Sprinkle, you're going to get more Hendershot. Let's give him a shot. He's out there playing now. Here we go. And there's no Ian Bunting, by the way. Another run by Rico for 6 yards. First down, Cowboys. Go ahead, speak.
Not quite yet, but you just said the point about Turpin. He's not out there because they pulled him. That's it. He got the...
hope he's not hurt.
No. You're right. Other people are also saying, that's it. He got a spot, and the Cowboys are not risking it, and that he's done for the night. I truly think you'll see him on offense, and you'll see him on punt returns. How's that? I believe the Cowboys are going to do that. We'll have to see. I'm just saying, I think it's funny that other people are also kind of saying, oh, no, absolutely, the Cowboys.
Kickoff returns are more injury-prone than punt returns. Play action, Cooper Rush. This could be good, yes.
There it is. It is good.
First down, Cowboys, Tolbert. Number 18. Another guy always watching Jalen Tolbert, a rookie. Has to get targets like last week. They were mostly bad passes. It wasn't really on Tolbert.
Yeah, Lunatic is saying Rush doesn't have an arm. That's the issue, and I agree. Look at that weak-ass pass.
Yep, it was short on him. He had to go down to get that. But here's the thing. Tolbert's going to... Listen, here's the thing about Tolbert. Everyone's pissed about him last week. He knew how to get out of bracketed coverage naturally. On the field, when the light's on. He got out there. He had a drop, so everyone's, he sucks. He does not suck. Give him more target. He had 7 targets, 2 catches, 10 yards, and one of those incompletions was a drop on him.
But some bad passes. Is Rush afraid to put the ball downfield? These underneath throws are putting.
Here's a little trickery by Turpin. Like I said, he'll be out there. Can he miss? He makes the guy miss and gains 8 yards, baby.
There it is.
And that's What I've been talking about, Turpin time.
Again?
Woo! Baby, he should have been an 8-yard loss. He made an 8-yard gain.
I know.
And he knows
how. It's all the speed, too.
And also angling. It's science. He knows how not to take hits. I've been saying this for a week and a half, and it's true. It's fact now. He knows how to avoid hits. Big guy, small guy, don't matter which guy.
He must have been the younger brother.
He knew how to slide through that shit. He must have been the younger
brother, because that's some baby sibling.
And that's how Kellen Moore utilizes Turpin right.
Like, try hit me now.
2nd and 3. Cowboys set up good. A 7-yard gain, sorry. Ooh, Rico Dowdle slides for the first down. Even though they grabbed his neck and there's no call there. Then
I gotta give him some credit here. He's really he's looking like Zeke trying to push forward.
You see which side they're running on, by the way? We don't want to ever overlook Tyler Smith.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith, they're running right off his asshole, right? They're just running right down his ass. And we're getting yards, even if
twice now.
Yeah, even if they're putting 4 guys on there, we're running wise, we're pummeling. That's important. Mm-hmm. So keep watching him. Listen, we go 12 personnel, we take out Ferguson. Like right now, we're in 12. Watch Hendershot, number 49. He's the outside tight end. The Cowboys have brought him up a lot in camp. Oh, Rico, nice broken tackle. He's to the 20, 15, the 13-yard line. Rolls almost out of bounds to the 13. Rico Dowdle just solidifying that 3rd spot because, hey, Malik Davis was starting to breathe fire. But, hey, good job.
He got such a strong
double team by the tight
game.
ends. Look at that. Hendershot, 48-49. I love that. You guys seen that in the top right of your corner. Peyton Hendershot was brought up a lot by the Cowboy coaches in training camp. Do not be surprised. Like I was thinking this before. I had this little note that he's going to be more involved in the offense. Literally here early in the second, he's in every play. When there's 12 personnel, it's Ferguson and Hendershot getting a real shot tonight against the Chargers. Here's a run to Malik Davis.
I mean,
look at that ending. A 9-yard. See, I don't even give a fuck about the score. I just love seeing those fuckers beat the shit out of the Chargers.
I do have to say one thing here. It looks like these, and again, man, I'm not going to say.
Watch the blocking. Look at them. Look at that. They ran right behind Tyler Smith.
Because that's what I was going to say. I'm like, the offensive line seems like they're blocking a little bit better, but I don't want to say it until after what the things that's
no penalty. Farniok looking good, but it was about Tyler Smith keeping his hands in here, not out here.
Shoulders. Like we gotta come up with more superstitious things that we can do to get rid of the bad luck.
Well, let's put this in the. Now it's about putting it in the end zone, not for the score or the win. It's about doing it together, getting the thing as a team. We got Hendershot. It's a play action. You got him open. Tolbert's open. Yes,
got it. Touchdown.
Oh, incomplete. This is the 3rd time and you know what I was waiting?
I know.
The 3rd time I've seen Tolbert make a catch and not get his feet down. 3rd fucking time, twice in training camp, once in a scrimmage, and now this time, once in regular.
You gotta show me that again.
I think I didn't want to say anything to celebrate because I think
catch.
No, it's one. He's got to keep his foot in bounds, baby.
Yeah.
It's Tolbert. Not
second foot.
That's the one bad thing about Tolbert. He doesn't have that foot awareness. And that's unfortunate. You don't have that toe drag swag. You got to get that down. That's cost us 4 points. Now, 3rd and 1. We're showing a run. Rico Dowdle back there. He does get the first. Right behind Tyler Smith. I don't think we got the first. I say run again. But again, Tyler Smith can only block one guy. You can't block 4 guys over him. We need some help from Farniok and Josh fucking Ball.
I would go for it again.
Of course you go for it. But, it's just that we just got points taken off. 4 off the board right now. And if we don't make a 4th down to conversion, we got 7 points off the board. Because, again, this is where I criticize Jalen Tolbert. He has to have awareness. I'm not criticizing because he didn't get enough catches. Fuck all that. We're going for it. We got Dennis Houston out there. We're running 12 personnel.
They give us a half yard, assholes.
Here we go. Shotgun from they're blitzing.
Oh, that looked a little...
Run by Rico Dowdle for the first down. Woo!
That's okay.
Good job there. No penalties. Come on. For Hoko, we know it's he's like, is it a first? It's a first. He's 8 yards in front of the fucking first down. Now, I'm being sarcastic. I know it's on the fucking 5. And now it's on the 3. 2-yard line. Nice job there.
19, much love.
Yeah.
He said at the $2 holler, we may be losing. But do we have 11 penalties? Thankfully.
That's where we're winning.
19. Right now, we only have, I think, 2 penalties.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Maybe 3, maybe. I might be forgetting.
Well, we have Sam Williams in the face. We got 1 off false start.
There was an offsides.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was that one.
Here it is to the corner, 1-on-1. Fahoko could not get out of coverage. It looked like a handsy by the defender, but we never, ever dare rely on the referees to help us.
Honestly, that just looked like a shot that shouldn't have been taken personally.
No, it's a 1-on-1. You want to use him, though. You want to use Fahoko 1-on-1 because of his size, his ability to box out defenders.
No, sorry, I take it back. That was a shitty-ass pass. Fahoko's trying to catch it 5 yards out of the end zone.
The pass to Tolbert for the touchdown, even though I put it on Tolbert, it's a bad pass, too.
It wasn't a great pass either, yeah.
He waited too long to throw it.
Tolbert was trying to get to the back of the end zone.
I'm trying to update the board, by the way, guys.
We're just running.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Tell me that's a touchdown.
I'm waiting for the refs. I'm waiting for the refs. They called now a touchdown, Cowboys. They'll probably review it 8 times to take it off the board.
All right, now
who got that?
Be excited.
Rico Dowdle, and he earned that one.
Man, we just had to pound it in.
Listen, we went behind number 70. Look who we ran through here, baby. Goes back to 73 side, where he's, got him down the field. McEwen's in the play. I'm assuming it's a touchdown. Let's see. But I want to see where our guys are blocking. Tyler Smith is right there in the middle, guys. Tyler Smith is not letting his guy off. There's no flags. McGovern's doing his job on the right side. I love it. We're going for 2, by the way.
I have to go back to
that
point you made about, I can't remember who it was that said it, basically, that there's still basically a competition at left guard and that will be determined this week. I can't remember who it was. Jerry, McCarthy, Steven, I don't give a fuck who said it. Ooh. The fact that there's even a discussion about a competition at left guard when you just drafted one in the first round, that is...
Maybe.
I know. I'm just saying,
that's football, though.
This is I know, but this is the type of shit that pisses me off. It's one thing to say, we want to make sure everybody gets reps and, no one's just guaranteed a spot.
Yeah, but look at
it's another thing to basically just sit there and act like, I don't know,
this is a 2-point conversion, and it's fine. It's not about winning or losing. They're trying things. There you go. Ferguson got it. 15-10 Cowboys. And listen, I've been telling you, watch Ferguson, watch the film out there. I guess put it out there. It's fantastic. Like
Ferguson, and
he's a blocker and he's a knowing receiver. Yeah. I'm just sorry, baby. I just got to I'm taking over because I'm hyped for some of the things we've been talking about, and it's coming to fruition. And in the sense of not we're winning or it's a team situation. It's about these guys finding the open spots. These guys naturally doing the right things, or not naturally, like Tolbert missing his 2 point his tap in the end zone there. But it's not about the score. It's not about it's about using these plays later. Using these type of plays with these
seeing the things they're doing in practice and maybe not doing so great and seeing them fix those things in game. Like you said, Tolbert doing it in some of the practices, okay, great. But when we're seeing him also do it in these games too, it's like, damn, come on, let's start seeing a little bit of that improvement. And like you said, obviously Cooper Rush doesn't help things. But at the end of the day, he still caught it. He still managed to get 1.5 feet in.
Very possible. It's a very
in.
Most NFL receivers make that play, and you got to make it to Tolbert. Again, I'm loving Tolbert. I'm not hating at all here, but I'm being honest. He's got to make the play. That's it, and he'll get better at that. I'm cool with that. He'll have Dak throwing a better pass too, so that'll help. Yeah, hit up the chat, baby. I'm sorry. We're just talking a lot because the news don't stop coming. We're watching the news live.
So, by the way, guys, we are going to be a little bit behind just because we do have to stream it. We're not like most of you guys who are able to see it, locally.
Yeah, you guys get the feed a couple seconds before us usually, right?
Yeah, I have to make sure I'm not too in the chat when the game is going because I don't want to get spoiled. So, real quick, Steven Dallas said kickers can't make them a scrimmage. We're going for 2 all day on the goal line, which again,
and then we should cut both kickers.
Not just that, but we're just practicing for the regular season. I hope we see if the starters play even one drive at any point in any of these games or whatever. I hope we see them try to go for 2. If we get to this point. Because, I'm ready to be done with all the kickers on our team right now. So, even LT had to say, y'all looking good. Some guys are making a case for a job.
And again, that's why you do this.
Dowdle would have made it last season if he didn't get hurt. He's a good back.
Of course,
I agree. I was saying it earlier. I'm, not surprised in a bad way, just surprised in, a happy way at how good our run game is, how versatile it is. We have guys, all 3 guys give us something a little bit different and all work together or even individually, depending on exactly how you use them. And again, the fact that you do have Tony Pollard as a guy who gives you a little bit more. We've obviously, since the olden days, have always involved Zeke in a little bit of the passing game, so to speak, little dump downs and things like that. But
Rico's a great third stringer, and Malik Davis is going to be a great fourth, and a great fourth stringer. Maybe inactive sometimes. He's going to play special teams as number 34, Malik Davis. Mm-hmm. Keep watching it. I've been saying him for a couple weeks. He's sticking out. To me, Tafua, number 52 on defense, he's such an underrated player. He's going to make a challenge at the spot.
The only reason I'm okay with Davis being the 4th back? Because we have a full back in McGovern. Mm. I mean, you think I'm joking, but seriously, we don't really have that's what I mean about having guys that are versatile. You don't necessarily need a fullback taking up an entire roster spot, but you do sometimes need a guy to play that role, and the fact that we do have someone like that in McGovern.
Good run by them, by the way.
It's the same reason why I like guys like Tolbert. Tolbert. My goodness, Tony Pollard. Too many names here, guys. That's the preseason. But that's why I like guys like Tony Pollard and things like that. It's not about using them full-time as receivers or whatever. It's about maximizing that type of versatility by using that in specific ways. The Cowboys just have never used that at all. Like,
that's been an issue with us.
So that's where they leave me a little bit disappointed.
To me, it's the most on the offensive side, though, and Kellen Moore, to be honest about it.
So here we go. Chargers go back for a deep pass.
Almost a pick there by Devin Harper, but they get the catch, about 20-yard gain.
Yeah.
Marquis Bell and Mukuamu in the coverage. So Marquis Bell there playing safety, not the cover corner, but it was involved in that play there.
Yeah, I'm going back in a few more comments. Justin Quarles, much love, saying Tyler Smith is dominating on that line.
I agree.
Yeah, he heard those comments about the supposed competition about left guard, and he said,
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
What competition are you talking about, Jerry?
I think I also think he hears the fans talking like, why is he holding so much? No penalties. That's even bigger.
Like I said, progression is the name
of
the game.
It is. Good defense by Nashawn Wright.
Finally, Nashawn.
Nashawn Wright makes a play there. Great timing. No flag this time like last week. And in training camp, he's got a lot of flags.
But like you said, he closed on that one.
I've been hitting on him, but I've been on him for what reasons? I said he's sticky. He's got the instinct to be there, but he's not making that last second play. He did it that time. After 8 times not doing it in 2 games, he's done it now.
Look, I appreciate
maybe it's going to wake up. I'm still giving him hope.
I know, and I appreciate, like I said, that cornerback is one of the hardest positions in the NFL.
Very hard. Outside, good break. Kelvin Joseph hearing us as well.
Back-to-back plays for these guys.
What did I say about Kelvin Joseph? What did I say about him? He's sticky in coverage. He's right there naturally, but he can't make that play. Bam! He made it. And so did Jason Renfro with that bam.
Jason with the $1 drop. Much love.
Woohoo! And you guys know when to hit this in the right time. We're getting all hyped here. Am I getting overhyped? I don't know. I love it. I love football. I love my Cowboys.
I didn't forget the players' names. I got them mixed up. There's a difference there. I know most of the names. I just get them mixed up all the time. Unfortunately, we have like 17 guys all with the same name.
Right. I know. I'll keep it. I know. You messed up earlier. I messed up. I know. Like there's like 4 guys I get confused with.
Oh.
Well, here we go. Shotgun. Is that Tafua? It is. He got held. No call. High throw. Good defense.
Wow.
Mukuamu.
Damn.
Playing out of his world. So again, Mukuamu and Marquis Bell, the 2 backups at safety. Tyler Coyle, he's dropped back now.
He pop-locked and dropped.
Wait, but listen. Tafua, number 52, got held. Kelvin Joseph, not in the greatest coverage. That's a bad on him, but good hit by Mukuamu. Number 24. I wish they showed the pass rush. Watch 52, the right side of their line, our left side to Tafua gets in there every play.
You know what that move by Kelvin Joseph reminded me of? You know that okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying punter. The punt return. Look who's in. Turpentine. Yeah. I told you he's not going to come in on kickoffs, but punts, he'll be doing it. Fair catch it, baby. Smoothness there. No fumble. There you go. He's so smooth about catching there's no worry he's ever dropped the pass or fumbled.
He's so tiny he got knocked back by the
I had fears sometimes with Cedric Wilson out there, I'll be honest with you, and others. I'm sorry.
He has much more sure hands. Oh, yeah. There's a penalty. I think it's on us.
It is.
No, it's on them. Yeah, holding.
Holding on them for some reason. All right.
So, hey, I'll take that every day of the week. Clark Kent, much love the $2.
Twice on game day.
Holler. He said, my cousin Malcolm Rodriguez is a beast linebacker.
Is that Rodrigo from the show Hard Knocks? We've seen him.
There you go. So Clark Kent, much love. He said Malcolm Rodriguez is a beast.
That's awesome. No, hey, I made this comment the other night. Actually, you can mute that for a second. Yeah. I made a comment 2 nights ago about the Cowboys researching him. If that's true, if he's your cousin, congrats, man. He's awesome because I remember, and I brought this up the other day. The Cowboys had him into one of the visits. They talked with him. They liked him as an under-the-radar kind of steal. And we went with John Ridgway at the end of the 5th round. Then 25 picks later when we picked again, we were hoping that's who we were targeting. And you know why I know? Because who did we pick in the 6th round? Devin Harper. He's number 50 out there, but he's a linebacker. Rodrigo was picked like 7 spots in front of us. Couldn't the Lions just waited a little longer? Just say, we'll get him in the 7th. Damn. Cowboys are going to draft him. The next linebacker taken was Devin Harper.
I can't get too mad because I really like Ridgway, and if you're telling me it's a choice, it's
no. I think Ridgway is fine, but it's more of like...
No, I know.
If the Lions would have passed on him, the next linebacker would have been Rodriguez coming to the Cowboys instead of Devin Harper. Yeah. Is all I'm saying. That's the bigger.
Now we're calling Rodrigo because that's the nickname he's got.
We're getting caught up in the Hard Knocks.
Thank you so much, Dan.
At least not us. That's what I care about.
But
not
Dan,
us.
with a $5 holler, he said, "What do you think of using Pollard, Zeke, and Turpin in the same backfield at times?" And again,
that could happen. Last year went with the Hulk. This year we're gonna run with the Minnie Mouse.
Really getting into the core of what I mean about versatile guys. Yeah. Are you telling me that's the lineup I always want to have?
No.
Absolutely the fuck not. Are you telling me
3-4
that we
times
can't have some fun?
Peek it out
with some of the players, some of the absolute fucking talent we have on this team. The fact that CeeDee Lamb can play at all 3 receiver spots too, like you're telling me you can't have some fun with, like you got to
by the way, so can Tolbert.
So what I'm trying to say is that the way that the Cowboys can maximize the efficiency of these guys while also still working in some of that deeper talent, while also making sure everybody's, resting or making up for injuries or compensating for those things, it is by getting creative and using these guys more. Like, if we never see Tony Pollard as a receiver, the Cowboys are failing. That's what I'm trying to say. If we never see McGovern as a fullback, the Cowboys are failing. If we never see Turpin on a few of these kind of specialty plays as a receiver,
or the backfield or jet
because
sweep.
It's not maximizing the talent that you have.
Maybe, but that's the one thing the Cowboys have been known for. We've been talking about here that they do every effing year. We don't maximize our talent.
Right now.
At least maybe.
Hey, Will Greer time. Sorry, I'm
Greer
excited.
dumps it down. Nice little pass to Ferguson.
There you go.
Ferguson, baby.
He's gone.
He's gone 30 yards.
35 yards.
That was 20 yards after contact. I'm telling you, Ferguson, I've been a big fan of him. And especially I know, it's the easy stuff to clap to. Watch our film. I'm going to watch this film. I'm going to probably put another one there. I know we only got like 1,000 people that watched it because they don't give a shit about it. Ferguson will give a shit about him. Because this guy can block as well as do that.
Yes.
I truly believe he's Dalton Schultz part 2 now.
Thor, you're correct.
And he's got a head start on him because he only had like 5 catches his first 2 years.
Go to run there to Dowdle.
Ooh, so smooth, Dowdle.
That's 7 yards.
And good blocking by the guy. Even, Connor McGovern, not that great as a left guard, but as a right guard, he's like much better. He started for Zach Martin week 1 last year against the Bucks, Vita Vea, and Ndamukong Suh, and he did well. I know people say, he did well as a right guard, but as a left guard, he did shit. That's why Tyler Smith wins that. Connor McGovern's the backup right guard.
See the improvements from his earlier years till now. Like, it's more evident that he's actually improved as an offensive lineman.
As I say these great things, who missed the block? And the only guy I see is Avante Collins standing up there and Josh Ball, our 2 tackles. This is the issue. This is, to me, bigger than the receiver issue. And again, I'm not saying that might be an issue still with receivers. Bigger than any other, even the kicker situation. We can just go for the fucking thing. Look, in that sense, not. To me, the bigger issue is the fucking left tackle
isn't as much of an issue. You just brought it up yesterday or the day before. You had that list of receivers that are still out there, right?
There's always an option.
There's guys out there.
3rd and 3, by the way. They're blitzing. They're blowing us up.
I love Greer.
Great job by Greer. And great catch by Fehoko for the first down, yo. Greer got out of that in the pressure in his face.
Look, he has all the power that Cooper Rush does not.
Sorry, I almost spilled my beverage of choice.
I mean, but do you see it?
Oh, my God. Tolbert's wide open. Tolbert's wide. I know, if he had another second, that's a touchdown to Tolbert. He didn't have enough time. Tolbert had a touchdown. Like he could have just blindfolded him and would have caught the ball and run it.
Look, I said what I said.
I know, you're right still. I love maybe the power is 100% right. Compared to Cooper Rush, there's so much more power and confidence. It feels like he's mobile.
Keep it moving, Cowboys.
He's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 4:20 to go before halftime.
Just behind the 50.
Good 68 Farniak, nice block.
We got like 3 yards.
He missed.
Hey, a 3-yard run, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So.
I think I fixed the board, guys. I'm trying to keep up. You guys to keep me running. Dwayne
Broussard,
84 points on the stream ball.
So, yeah, you see they forgot to short us the Cowboy Yard. But, guys, take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys can follow us on all social media at MyCowboysFamily. Hop into our Discord. Link for that's down below. Thank you to Dwayne Broussard, sponsor of the month, guys. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel as well. The link for that's down below.
He's got Sean McEwen points over there. Jay Novacek is likely to go. But I'm working on old school.
For the Cash App King, of course.
That's right. Here's a run. Oh, man. That time,
not so great
that time Tyler Smith did not do well in this block because he's the only guy standing up when there's 4 jerseys.
Okay.
There are 4 jerseys around Rico Dowdle, and Tyler Smith's blocking no one. At that moment, it means he lost his block. But at least he didn't. Listen, I'd rather have a 3rd and 7 and gain a yard than have a 2nd and 17.
By the way, to Dan's earlier
That's a holding
Cowboys
call.
said, we can't even get Zeke and Pollard at the same damn time for some reason. You're asking for too much from our offensive coordinator.
Last year, we put in the 2 tackles, and, we had the Connor McGovern and La'el Collins sometimes running that Hulk package. So maybe we'll go, the Tiny Tim.
I was going to say, that looked like a...
It's probably on us.
Well, it is because they stopped the play.
No, they stopped it last time.
Well,
was
true.
But
I mean, to me, that was offsides, but I guess I could be wrong.
They might have moved first, but we moved.
Or neutral zone infraction.
We moved, and now we basically lost another 5.
Yeah, false start.
I was hoping not to hear that number. 73, but honestly, I think it could have been anybody. It looked like they all kind of moved together. So he's got a penalty. Again, no penalty on holding. He did move. He definitely moved first. Tyler Smith on that one. That's a mistake.
Look, getting a little jumpy.
I'd rather he move than hold. Again, 3rd and 12 is better than 2nd and 18. Just remember that. 3rd and 12. I don't want 3rd and 12 either. I wanted 3rd and 7, which was really the goal there. Here we go. Got some blocking this time. He runs out, creating time, looking deep. He's going. Out of bounds. No one there. He was going to Fahoko, but he was triple teamed, basically. So he just threw it out of bounds. We got a punt. It's anger time.
Honestly, I really like Will Greer.
He just gives you more energy.
Like
I agree. Yeah. But he hasn't shown enough yet to literally bypass Cooper Rush. But I think by the end of this game, we might be saying that.
I know that's one of the reasons why the Cowboys, again, have had them basically still battling it out back and forth all camp. Like, it's not like one of them has been the clear-cut winner. Cooper Rush is just getting deference because he is the backup quarterback going into this.
Knows the system better. He's got a win last year. He's more veteran.
Blah, 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 but...
Punt by Anger.
You know the Cowboys are like
on the 19
internally rooting for Will Greer. You know what I mean? Like they're hoping Will Greer can go and beat Cooper Rush.
I'm gonna go for round 2, baby.
So go ahead.
And I think you got full controls here. It's almost a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, guys.
You don't know who runs things here anyway.
Listen, for those that care, we are winning. But we know we're also winning. No injuries. You know we're also winning. We got evaluations in route here when it comes to our team and individual things that I think for the most part, some negative, but I think more positive from the individual, not from the game or the winning or from the individual players.
Justin Kroll said it. I'm not worried about a penalty when he's out there dominating. He'll clean that up.
Agreed. And those penalties will sometimes happen. You're gonna hit a false start from Zach Martin and Tyron Smith as well.
So, let me see. Simi is clutch from Jason Renfro and Skeptical.
Agreed.
By the way, the comment from Thor that made me crack up, because we were talking about the whole cousin thing, Thor Thunga said, my cousin's in state prison trying to make the next filming of The Longest Yard.
Damn.
Oh, sorry, but now you see why I was cracking up, right?
That's classic. That's a good retort.
Cinzy's at the game right now. I hope you're having a great time. Thor Thundergod throwing out there, Smith is a people mover. A flag a game is worth it for that kind of power. And honestly, again, that type of move there, like exactly, like the flags that we're concerned about are the type of technique flags or gameplay flags that you can't do anything about. A little bit of jumpiness, like you can work on that. And again, we do have to, like, I hate to say it because it's not like I'm trying to make excuses, but I do think there's a balance when it comes to our rookies and giving them the space to make some of those rookie mistakes. As much as, like, no one wants those to happen, but they are going to happen. You know, like, no one's Micah Parsons all day every day. Right? And even Micah, you know, was making mistakes and doing things and got better as the season went on. So that's my expectation. You know, we might see a few of those type of kind of cleanup issues. I'm hoping they improve as the season goes on because, again, the reality is, guys, we are kind of a sloppy team. Like, we obviously are cleaning it up a little bit in this game, or maybe the refs also cleaned up their flag throwing mechanics by now, but overall, we are, like, I'm still going into the season expecting an above average amount of penalties based on other teams. I'm just hoping we're not leading the league once again, like, but I'm still expecting us to have above average number of penalties. Does that make sense? But Greg Page, thank you so much with the $2 holler. Appreciate you. Classic Go Cowboys drop there. So, Cowboys... You see, this is why when I read the chat, I start laughing. So if I start laughing on stream, you guys know why. Cowboys Abroad said, Cowboys got penalty issues with the O-line. The solution? Fuck it. Draft the lineman with the most penalties. Hey, guys, modern problems require modern solutions. You got to outsmart your opponents. And, you know, if you bring in the most penalized guy, it's like the penalties cancel each other out, and then we just have no penalties. So, right? That's it. Oh, man. Here, let me go back a little bit, by the way, guys. The Chargers are back on the field here. Asmodeus said, sipping on the Jack Black. We usually have vodka in the house, so... But yes. So we usually have vodka in the house, not Jack Black, so... Looks like someone called the timeout.
I got a little special sauce in mine.
There we go.
Is that timeout or is it...
Oh, no, I think... Is it...
2-minute warning.
Oh, sorry, 2-minute warning. There we go.
What was the play, by the way?
They looked like they were... there we go. Wrong button. The last one, I was reading the chat. I didn't see it till after. Sorry, baby. See, that's why this is a 2-person job, at least over here.
I definitely need you in the chat.
Let me see. Let me go back here. Good stop on screen. So whatever it was a good stop. So
second down now.
Oh yeah, it was like a second. Like whatever happened, they didn't get more than like 2-3 yards. I saw.
The key thing is, we want.
I think the penalty count is at like 4 or 5 currently. Just saying, we still don't have too many penalties, but I do think we have like 5 now. They're gonna make me look that up later. But yeah,
I'll try to keep it up on my side here.
The score, guys, again, score is 15-10 Cowboys. So remember, we went for 2 on that touchdown. So
look at ESPN.
Refs and flags change games. Yep, LT said it. The game is won on discipline, turnovers, and luck. So y'all better watch it. And that's why I said that to me.
I hear you.
You know, I have to accept reality. Like, pretending that we're not going to be one of the more penalized teams this year, like, all I can hope for is that we get better than we were before. Like, I just need to see less fuck-ups, less mistakes.
Let's be 20th most penalized team. Not the 32nd, not the first.
If you want to get cute with it, right, and go into some of the comments that Jerry Jones made, right, because he was all, oh my God, we're so glad we didn't sign some of the guys that walked away from our team. There was so much money. Randy Gregory was a source of a lot of penalties. Like you said, Cowboys abroad, you know, we negated that effect with Tyler Smith, so, you know, everything balances out in Dallas. I'm still hoping overall that, I'm going to say the thing that I don't want to say. A lot of the Tyler Smith penalties, I think, are going to hinge on how healthy Tyron Smith is. If Tyron Smith can stay healthy and healthier throughout the beginning of the year, that'll probably go better for Tyler Smith as he kind of gets, a little bit used to the way the NFL runs. Unfortunately, the beginning of our season looks really intense, so he is definitely getting a trial by fire. That's why I say, like, Tyron Smith being healthy is going to be integral to Tyler Smith probably having a good start and a good kind of introduction into the NFL. Like, if we lose Tyron Smith early on in the season, you know, it's going to be one of those things where, you know, it's going to be like week 14, 15, 16 before we start seeing Tyler Smith, like, really come into his own, because he's just going to be doing too much. The Cowboys have yet to seriously address the backup tackle situation, which is why I'm saying these things, and already pushing a guy who is known to be penalty-driven and known to be a little grabby to go out there and encourage him to basically grab some more. Like, you're asking for a bad
penalties. As we start this up to the last 2 minutes, penalties, baby. 5 for the Cowboys for 28 yards.
I was right.
Yep, the Chargers are 1 penalty right now. And the last play, by the way,
They only have 1 penalty.
Was a short right pass to Bandy, pushed out of bounds for 3 yards by Deron Bland. But Deron Bland with the stop.
2nd and 7. I know.
2nd and 7, and it's a throw through the ground. Stops the clock. Minute 56. 3rd and 7 now.
Good job, Cowboys.
Good. How you doing?
I'm sorry.
Little Asha, so Cowboy Asha in the house.
He's being so cute.
The wife loves that dog more than anybody in this house. It's like a princess dog right here. This is like she should have her own damn chair.
You should.
And like this dog don't understand. She understands like beast
the problem
beast
is that
talk.
She'd have her own chair, but she wants our chair.
You know, you gotta.
So 3rd and 7 here.
Establish.
Great pressure.
Get in there. Come on, couldn't get him once again. It gets out. Man, that's a great play by this quarterback.
God damn.
I gotta admit, great play by the quarterback because we had him multiple different ways. We had him. Is there a flag?
Down.
There is a flag. It's probably a hold.
It's a hold.
Yes, finally. Because I think Fowler.
And that's why. I think it should have been a sack.
To me, it was either. Listen, it's important. Fowler or Tafua was the guy on the outside. I think it was Fowler.
I hope they show that again.
But my point is that he was getting held, and they finally called it. Let's see.
Go.
Oh, it's Sam Williams. Sam Williams from the outside.
Tafua.
No, I'm watching Sam Williams got held. He's the one that got held right there at the end. Sam Williams. You'll see him in that replay, I'm sure. I mean, in the highlights when I put that out again.
There you go.
Constantly getting in the backfield, but Tafua was playing the right side, and he came inside. Tafua playing on the right side.
The Lunatic bringing up a great point as well. You know, we led the league in penalties last year, but 6 of the top 8 teams that led the league in penalties were also in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, the point is that...
Great job.
There we go. Nashawn... Oh, no, there it is. Yep.
I'll say 2.
Anyway.
It said back-to-back plays he made. No, not that time.
Yeah, I vote the dog as our new mascot as well.
Let's go. He's better than Rowdy. That's a first down now.
And guess what? I mean,
Was that a third down again?
Was it? No.
Mm-hmm. Keeps the drive alive because of the penalty.
No, it was a first down because they just got the first down.
Did they?
Yeah, they just got a first down. Remember? With the...
I don't know. It just hurts again. Another stupid play by the Cowboys. Again, could have had a 2-minute drill practicing if that was third down. They got, basically they're going 11 person, not even, they're going open backfield here. Throwing, no pressure. I thought we had coverage there. That's Malik Jefferson. Good tackle by Deshaun Wright, but he kind of half-heartedly tackled him because he knows he fucked up.
I really don't like the Chargers. Whoever has those yellow gloves, I know I see a few players with them. I keep thinking I'm seeing penalty flags on the fucking field. I hate it.
Here we go. Get some pressure. Wide open.
There
he drops it.
There we go.
He dropped it.
It was enough.
Malik Jefferson got burned.
Look, that probably won't happen in a regular game.
The thing about that, so as I look at this, I'm seeing Malik Jefferson having some issues. Last game he played well. He actually did a really good stop on the goal line. Isn't it?
I'm sorry, no, I thought.
But
okay.
He got burned. Malik Jefferson cannot get burned like that in the backfield from a running back coming out of the backfield. That cannot happen. So that's 2 mistakes at least in this game. Last game he had like 1, and he had 1 good play last game. Doing all right, but he's got to do more if he wants to make this team, I believe. Here we go. Shotgun. Ooh, who's up in the middle? Devin Harper doing good coverage. No flag. Deron Bland. There's a little handsy by Deron Bland, but also by number 11, their receiver. Good job of the Cowboy defense. Now we get a minute 12.
Finally, a good third down stop, by the way.
Asmodeus. He's part of that Navy Blue crew.
Thank you, Asmodeus. And guys, everyone in Navy Blue Silver Star, drop those emojis.
Guys, get
welcome
the name right.
Asmodeus in the chat.
Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. He's always repping that star for everything. He's all over repping that star.
Yosemite Sam LT. That's
humbled
funny.
by one of the best out there of all.
By the way, a minute and 12 seconds left before we hit halftime, and we can kind of chill in the chat with you guys a little bit more.
Yeah, 4th and 4. I'll get the leaderboard set up properly. I think Asmodeus is the only guy I got to put up on there. Good punt by them. Is that Turpin? He tries to he dances away from a hit there. Tries to find his lane.
No way.
Oh, he's gone.
No way.
He's gone.
No way.
He's gone.
No way.
He's gone again.
No way.
It's Turpin time, baby. This guy's incredible.
Oh my fucking god.
Turpin time, baby. Turpentine touchdown!
I'm sorry.
Woo!
I'm going to say it again.
How about them Cowboys?
I'm going to say it again. I can see why people are saying that out there.
Thank you.
I am not saying
the Chargers are fucking. They're freaking out right now. I don't know what's happening.
He's going to go out there. But Turpin has single-handedly got more points on the board than the fucking offense.
And then in the last 2 games, he's got more points in the offense. Let me just say something. Turpin has a kickoff return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown in the first half. I know it's a preseason game. I think the guy is unbelievable.
I know, baby. I figured out the answer. We found our new kicker. He can do it all. That's it. It's just all the
just
special
give the ball to
all the special teams.
Well, this is an extra point, and it's down the middle by Liram Hairulahu. We got that deuce on that screen.
So I'm inclined to believe that the last one was Maher, by the way. If that was
guys, I want to know what the chat's saying, because I know I've been talking about Turpentine since the day one.
Guys.
Woo! I love this guy. This is energy right here.
The best free agent pickup the Cowboys have made as well.
And it was like he was just sitting there from the USFL for a while.
What in the actual fluff? But real quick, Skeptical Fan with the $2 holler. Said Turpentine, we gotta trademark that again. If Turpin needs to again.
I think he's already trademarked.
Somebody call his agent and let him know, because
Turpentine. I say time at the end just to add Turpentine, guys.
Look, you know what? I'm about to make a shirt for MCF right now that does say exactly what DeLunatic said. Special teams matters, because I feel like special teams matters.
You've been screaming that for a long time.
This is why special teams matters. Anyway, let me hit up the chat. Turpin, what a fucking steal, Retro Scotty. Justin Crow said, I see why he's the MVP of the USFL.
Yep. He's
Asmodeus
electric.
said, that's kick-ass, man. William Bernie said, we got the new Devin Hester. Honey Badger said, Turpin won't make the team. That's a lie.
Who said that?
Honey Badger.
Probably a Charger fan that wants him on his team.
King919 said, Turbo Turpin. Seabass said
like
twice
that.
in the first half.
In the first half, and 2 different kind of a kickoff return is different than a punt return. He did it with both. On both in the first half.
The Lunatic chiming in there. Special teams matters. Steven Dallas said, take a shower and go dress in street clothes in the second half, Turpin.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that, right? I mean, they probably use
Clark Kent said, where the hell did we find Turpin?
USFL MVP. I'm telling you, we went out there and got. I never
Larry
forget.
J said, Turpin just saved Bo's job.
I'm telling you, I looked at I never forget when I saw it come up on my phone. I'm like, holy shit, we got this guy from the USFL. But I watched the first highlight. I'm like, no wonder Will McClay is saying, let's get him. He's been screaming about him. They did the due diligence in the background check because he has that domestic situation from 5 years ago.
Now, unfortunately,
he's changed his life.
The chat did say something. I'm not going to say it, but I need you to watch.
52 seconds left.
I'm just being honest. And
all right, I don't even know what happened. 52 seconds left.
Because I was reading all the comments.
I see Sam Williams right there. Strip! Tristan Hill with the strip, baby! And a recovery by Tristan Hill. We get the ball back. Woo! And I've been talking. Tristan Hill got to show up, baby. That's your guy.
Yeah.
You got UCF. Let's go Knights representing it.
Said he needs to do something here now that's a little bit flashy. We need a little pizzazz.
We need that splash play. That's a double splash, a strip and a recovery. We might still trade him. Keep that in mind.
But you know what? Then he's a better trade.
Correct.
Piece. He's a better pawn in our puzzle.
But right now he's fitting in. He's got the interior push, and he showed it. Listen, go back to the old video. The thing is, he's not against Zion Johnson, but he did it against Zion Johnson, their starter.
You know, the only reason I would say it makes sense for the Cowboys to try and trade a Tristan Hill or do something like that, we have so much talent on defense. We know some of these guys are going to end up walking anyway. We might as well try to get something out of
Malik
that.
Davis is the play they did in the red zone for the touchdown. Again, it was in the goal line. It still worked for about a 8-yard gain?
Yep.
7-yard gain. So
here,
out of bounds, 41 seconds. Don't hit up the chat.
I know, because that's how I got spoiled. But the thing is, we are actively reading all the Turpin hype.
But
I want to be honest. If I read something and I see something that kind of
there's no fakeness
I don't want to
here.
fake my
I'm
reaction.
not able to read the chat because I'm too into the fucking game. I'm just too into the game. I can't help myself. I'm just looking here. I'm making sure
For
that...
me, it's like, it's not that I'm not into the game. It's almost like I have to know what you guys are saying. Like, I can't not, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So...
But that was kind of run on. That was a run on right there.
Second and 3, by the way, guys, on the 9-yard line.
Greer gets out the pocket to the right side, throws it out of bounds in the end zone there. Two Fehoko as a target, but uncatchable.
I still like the way that Will Greer moves. Again, I think that one of the reasons the Cowboys like him as well is he's, he plays similar to Dak. You know?
Yeah, I agree. He's mobile and fits the scheme as well. The way that finally, old Kellen Moore's using him. Oh, Thor Thunder God, a Canadian $5 holla.
He said Turpin time, because this kid will strip the paint off the hard line numbers.
Love it, man. I'm telling you.
Cowboys. Again, I am so excited about special teams. So excited. Here we go.
I'm
quick
excited
little
about
run
some Turpin.
to
Oh, nice
Davis.
hit. Davis still gets... Did he fumble or did he just break a tackle?
No, he just kind of kept going.
Malik Davis, again, I mean, give me credit.
Was he like army crawling on the ground?
Malik Davis, no one was talking about this guy, but from the first, and I wasn't either, but I seen him play one or two plays in that scrimmage they showed on DallasCowboys.com. To me, there's something special about this guy. Not as a starter. He's the Rico Dowdle kind of replacement.
Timeout, by the way.
We need him on this team, Malik Davis. He showed too much. Somebody will take him as their third or fourth running back.
I'm going to tell you right now, you know my favorite thing so far about this training camp that I do think
we're getting better.
Feels a little different? And not even that.
Because we lowered our players, our starters in a way.
For sure, but I feel like this is one of those years where I'm actively seeing a lot of these young guys make the most of their opportunities. Like, that energy I have not seen before.
The energy.
Across the board is what I'm saying.
Special teams now, right? Because of Turpin, you already got that adrenaline rush.
I agree.
The defense playing Quinn style.
Turpin is a difference maker.
You got Malik Davis. He shoves his ass in there. That's a TD, baby.
That's
another one.
I mean...
Woo!
Again, I don't care about winning or losing.
It doesn't matter. It's the way the individuals are playing in the team and some scheme scenarios. I love it.
Individual guys that we're looking at, holy shit!
And you need this as well. You know why? Because they're dancing on the sidelines. These are the guys. Yep. This is the camaraderie. You can't every game come out bad. I don't want to win every preseason game. I just want to come out injury free and with some positives. And we got some positives tonight, right? 28-0. Where we're going for 2, making it 30.
What's up, Landlord from Alabama? I will say TJ Vasher is one of those guys that has gotten lost in the shuffle.
He's dropped out of this right now.
Forget about him, honestly.
For now, he might be practice squad again. Look who's kicking.
We're running out of time.
Special team. You got Liram. You got Brett Maher for the extra point, and this is where he has trouble on the short. Oh, he hasn't missed one. He misses that one.
Why do you say this, baby?
Oh my God, he made it. I don't know how he made it.
Us.
I don't know how he made
it. Just kidding. But yeah, that looked like it was out from that angle, but it wasn't. Some King Knight 19, thank you so much with the $2 holler. And he said, you see what I mean? Less flags and we got the lead.
It's all hand in hand, isn't it?
And again, less flags. Does that mean we're playing a perfectly clean game? No, we still have 5 penalties, but we're playing better overall, clearly. And again, I have to say, I put a lot of that on the O-line. They are, like, these backup guys and these starting guys and the possibly rotational guys and whatever the fuck. Like, they're looking solid when they need to be.
Right? I agree.
In spots where they were not looking as solid last week. Now, again, is that, like, because do the Chargers have, like, really shitty defense or something like that? Well,
it's not about defense. It's about where are their backups at? They just got lesser backups than we do. But when you see the scores that we gotten, again, Tristan Hill playing against lesser talent.
Tyrone Church, you and I were the only ones. I said it. Tristan Hill's not going anywhere. Again,
you guys are the ones.
Mr. MCF said, maybe we trade him, use him as trade bait because we have so much talent on the D-line. We can afford to trade him away and keep somebody else.
I'm just saying that's an option I've been hearing. That's all. I'm not saying I even support that because I like the way he's playing under Dan Quinn.
So here, real quick, let me take the doggy out before.
Yeah. 29-10, basically halftime on the horizon. And guys,
but I agree.
Listen, I'm with you, Tyron Church. Him and I talked about he showed us the Diggs situation back 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And again, I like Tristan Hill to do something, but he's been falling short. But he's always had a little bit of that blast, that explosion, that splashness. He has to show it more consistently. He's been doing it great in practice. You can see him beating their starter, Zion Johnson. I have that video up, so check it out over there. Released basically when the game started. So go back on MCF here if you want to check in real quick over there. Check on that video and jump back in here. You'll see Tristan Hill beating Zion Johnson, the rookie, but their starter. Now you see him beating their backup. Doesn't matter. He's beating them all. And he's done it well in practice against our guys at starters. He's done it against the scrimmages. He's done it in the one-on-ones. Tristan Hill's been having a great camp. So it's about, do you keep him? Which I kind of feel like you're going to keep him. Because he has that dirty, that glass eater you want. He's kind of a pussy a little bit off the field with his ways that he plays, the way his love for the game, so to speak. We've heard a lot about him here. We're in the Central Florida area, and UCF is like an hour away, so we know all about it. That's my old school too, so I've been keeping track. But Tristan Hill just lacks a little bit of that enthusiasm. But when he's on the field, he plays at a high motor, high level. Is that enough for Dan Quinn to be won over? And I think it's showing that you can see that. And if he doesn't win him over, he still did well enough that now we have trade bait for maybe, how about a swing tackle? Because we got a lot of interior guys. And I'm not trying to say that we're set. You want to have a Tristan Hill, but that's the question at hand, right? So do you keep Tristan Hill when you got Osa, Odigizua, and Gallimore as the starters? You got Ridgeway and Bohanna fighting it out for that one tech spot. You got guys in there like Carlos Watkins, who's a veteran. We could probably keep him. We also got guys that come from the outside with the edge, like DeMarcus Lawrence on passing downs. He's your 3-tech, and it works. It's not we're doing it as a gimmick. You also got Neville Gallimore. He plays inside. He basically practices with the interior, but he also plays edge. So I'm just saying we got so many guys in there that you can see us keeping. Like, who do you cut? Okay, you cut the veteran number 91, Carlos Watkins. I'm down with that. But then what about Tristan Hill? Do you need 6 defensive tackles? It's a lot of things to think about. Do you need a left tackle backup, a secure one, sooner than later? A veteran one? To me, we tried that 3 years, we failed. But I don't know if this is the answer with Josh Ball, who's not doing too great, at least in game 1 and this first half. I mean, could have done better for sure. I saw a couple misses by him. Forget about Avante Collins, and we got to see Isaac Alarcon, but don't put all your eggs in that basket, guys. He's an exemption roster spot. He has to really outplay everyone by a lot to get on that 53, in my humble opinion.
I don't see that happening as of now.
And that's something that I think that Brian Broaddus actually spoke about. If I don't even know if I have that here, but Brian, I didn't want to continue speaking though, actually, about Isaac Alarcon. He played 22 snaps last week against Denver at left tackle. Did not allow a pressure. He had 18 of those snaps, I think, were pass plays, and he didn't allow any pressure, which is great. But again, he's playing against fourth stringers, and that's the only thing. I would like to see him earlier. I'm hoping maybe next game we'll see him, like in the second half, in the second quarter, maybe. I want to see him in there. But again, why is he not there? Because in practice, he's not at Josh Ball level yet. At least in practice, and he's not, and that means that even though Isaac Alarcon is doing better than he was last year, it definitely has. Is he completely at the spot where he can vie to be a starter at left tackle in a game when Tyron Smith is missing? So So we got to watch him out. Avante Collins, who's been playing, number 76, like he was a practice squad guy last year, or on the 53rd guy on our roster, but offensive line guy. He had 55 snaps last week, and he played the right tackle. Allowed only 2 pressures last week. Alarcon 0 and 22. Right? He had 55 snaps though. Avante Collins, so that's even a better like sample size, you can say, right? But yet Avante Collins he did better, quote unquote. Here in this game, he's already in here. Not Isaac Alarcon's not in here yet. We got to see how that plays out. So these guys are the ones you trust. I mean, I know I've heard and I've said that Tyler Smith's probably our backup left tackle.
Yeah.
But
the Chicano 90, thank you for summing it up.
Yes, welcome to the family. Welcome in. Appreciate you repping, of course, that star over everything. But, we got 73 right there.
Yeah. Daryl Lowe is throwing out there, trading Tristan will get you a capable swing tackle.
There you go. 72 points. Tristan Hill. Maybe that's the magic he gives us. Because I just named everybody in that interior, and I probably missed somebody. My point is, we got a lot of guys there. You're not going to keep 6 interior guys. So
the only reason the Cowboys would do that is, again, making the best out of a good, bad situation in the sense of we have an overabundance of talent and guys that could potentially, make the 53 at these positions. Right. And instead of just cutting a few guys or knowing they're going to get poached from the practice squad or whatever the Cowboys intend to do, at least the Cowboys in their mind, Tristan Hill, up until this camp here, was maybe a guy who was even going to just be gone from the Cowboys. Again, I feel like not too many people were championing for Tristan Hill. I'm just saying that it's nice to see guys actively continuing to grow and develop.
When I see that, I don't want to give them away.
Showing the things that we want to see, but we have to get rid of some of them.
Exactly. So that's my thing.
The only reason the Cowboys would do it is, like I said, they're saying other guys can do what Tristan Hill is doing, and we'd rather trade him away and get something out of that than just keeping Tristan Hill and then cutting somebody else and not really using Tristan Hill that much. We're not saying that's what we would want to do. We're just saying that that's the only kind of logical way I could see trading Tristan Hill away.
You got Gallimore and you got Osa starting.
Yeah, and the Cowboys love those stupid fucking draft picks.
Hold on, so we got. I'm just saying
they'll trade him away for like a future draft pick.
Well, no, that's the thing. That would not be good then. But my thing is this. We have 2 interior starters in Osa and Gallimore. You got the run stopping guys, which is Bohanna and Ridgway, and they might not let either guy go. Mm-hmm. But then you also got who else you got inside? You got Carlos Watkins, the 5th guy, and then you add in there, Tristan Hill. So now you got 6 guys inside. You're going to keep all 6, especially when you have DeMarcus Lawrence on passing downs playing the defensive tackle spot. Now you have him and Gallimore in there as the interior guys.
I guess my other question would be, do any of these guys have the potential of making the practice squad?
Chauncey Golston also moves in that spot as well. He's staying on this team as an edge and interior guy. So then it comes down to that question. Because Tristan Hill is going to be picked up. So in that sense, you can't cut him. Can you cut Bohanna or Ridgway? Will they come back to you? That's a chance. And again, it depends.
I'm asking that question because I feel like we're talking about the moves the Cowboys are going to be forced to make. Right. Again, I'm glad this is the discussion we're having. This is a good problem to have. Bring up this all day, every day. But the point is, exactly where the Cowboys move. I just personally think that when all is said and done, and that 53 player list comes out, Tristan Hill is going to be on it.
Well, okay,
he will deserve it too.
If he's on this team, he deserved it. But if he's traded, he also might have earned it because of the capital we get back. And that's why I bring up offensive tackles. Kicker, we might not even be kicking this year. I don't know. We better not keep 2 kickers. No, that's number 1. So kicker is going to have to figure it out. I still say you could bring in Cameron Dicker, the kicker. I still said you can still. Forbath of his ankle's all right. But my thing is, kicker, forget about receiver. It's kind of being played out the way the Joneses want it to be played out. The young guys are stepping up with some. We wish it was a little bit better quarterback play. Yeah. But then, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to trade for anything, if you don't have anything to trade for, that's another thing. We got a returner now. We're set to go on that. But my thing is, what about your left tackle, which is the biggest, obvious, glaring need? Tyron Smith has not played. He's missed at least 3 games to 6 games or a full or 14 games in the last 7 years. So we're going to need someone to step up and play the left side. And if that one guy is Josh Ball, we could be taking a big fall. Even if it's Matt Walesko, if he comes back. These are rookies and unproven, huge question marks. that will be, again, you're only as strong as the weakest part of your offensive line. That's, you goddamn right, it's going to be, that's the left side.
Exactly.
And that's going to kill things for Tyler Smith. It's going to kill things for Dak Prescott, the running game, the passing game, Kellen Moore.
Matt Farniok being the backup, center as well, just because he's doing well.
Farniok's good inside.
What I'm trying to say is that we've seen
everything is set.
All these guys.
McGovern is doing great at the right tackle. If anything happens to Zach Martin, and if he has to play left guard for a little bit, we're good. But here's the thing, though. Does Tyler Smith have to play left tackle now? And then, McGovern, who's the next best guard, plays inside, or even Farniok. But my point is that where we're at? Because now we're still going to have our weakest spot's going to be the entire left side. It might be a little better, but it's not the answer. And that will stop. You can scream about Dak and his money. Fuck you. It don't matter anymore. We don't have a left tackle, a left side in that sense. If you scream about Zeke, who gives a fuck? The running game, who gives a fuck? We're not using Pollard right, who gives a fuck? Because we don't have a left side. We don't have enough with the guys we have right now.
I do agree
when Tyron Smith leaves.
I do agree, Darth.
Goes down.
Josh Ball is having a pretty solid game so far, but
he's had a couple misses, though. 2 or 3 misses, for sure.
He's still been the problem child of the O-line tonight so far, in a way. Like, does that make sense?
That's without question. Yeah, he's the weakest link once again. But we expect that from him. The thing I'm saying is we don't know if we're going to lose a guard this year. Knock on wood, we don't. We don't know if we're going to lose a center in Biadish this year. Knock on wood, we don't. But we know we're losing Tyron. Tyron Smith is gone for 3 to 6 games. This, you and I and all of us here know this.
Like you said,
there's no guarantee. There's no guessing and anything else except for that's a guarantee.
At best, he's going to miss only 3.
Around 3 games.
At worst,
6 or more.
He could end up missing a good chunk of the season. Realistically speaking, I'm assuming he'll fall somewhere, from what we've heard so far, around that 6.
Who cares? My point is that we know he's going to miss 3 games.
Yeah.
We don't have enough to. That means our offense has now changed completely for 3 games. And fans, I don't give a fuck. We're the best offense. Yeah. I don't care how great Dak is doing or Zeke or the run game. Forget about that shit. The game changes at that point. That's what we have to do. Why do we have to do that? Because of a bad front office planning on this side of things. I know it. Listen, I'm going to go again. We had Cam Fleming. We had Cam Irving. We had Ty and Secchi. They all sucky. I get it. They didn't play great at left tackle when they had to come in there and play those spots, those roles for Tyron Smith. I'm sure some were better than others. I know Duke Manyweather said call Cam Fleming right now in Carolina and get him over here. But after seeing the Josh Ball performance, all I'm saying is he ain't Chaz Green, Josh Ball, but he ain't much better. And so we have to protect Kellen Moore's offense, the running game, the passing game, Dak Prescott's blind side. We don't have a Chaz Green effect again. And this will change the season for us if we don't plan it properly. Right now, the answer is still not Josh Ball, Avante Collins, Isaac Alarcon. No, for a starting spot on this team for those 3 to 6 weeks. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I'm not.
Is that not factual
I'm not
right there?
Smiling at what you're
or is that
saying.
wrong?
I'm laughing at the chat.
What's the chat saying? Get the chat up. I want to hear what the chat's saying.
But
I can't be wrong about that. It's the only thing I'm right. It's that. I'm sorry.
Again, on that, at least. We can fully 100% agree.
Sorry, go ahead. I love you.
At least on that. Anyway, I'm messing with you a little bit there. I'm
usually wrong. In the household.
Chris Dancer, Collins is
Avante
gone.
Collins? I think he's talking about Avante Collins.
So, okay, there I was going to say, he needed to try Collins at left tackle. He's got really good footwork.
Again, he's playing the right tackle side, and that's kind of where they seem to solidify him. I'm assuming they tried him at left in practice, and it was a no. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, Tyron Smith is... been perpetually injured now for a handful of years.
The last 7 years, either 3 to 6 games, and 1 year he missed 14.
Again, he's amazingly fucking good.
When he's on there, he's the second best tackle in the NFL.
Exactly. So
it's either here
Travis
or
Staley
out.
Said defense keeps making plays. Cowboys vet 71 saying Turpin is showing out. So Stubby 1085 was a little taken aback. He's like, my virgin ears. So
I'm sorry. We do
have a lot of new people in the chat, so we got to remind everybody that we do use a lot of adult language.
We are the Cowboy family, but the family sometimes use bad language, and we get hyped, or bad or good. We scream and we might say some things.
Jerry Jones is our abusive dad, so sometimes we just need to just say it how it is.
As we go into the second half here, guys, and see the third quarter starting up, guys.
Aztec Aguilar, by the way, enjoy yourself, man. He's out there at the game, cheering them on, representing all the West Coast,
Navy, blue, silver, and star
fans out there.
Over everything. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Much love to him. Again, you're looking at the situation. First downs are the same. They have more yards total, more passing yards. But I'm looking at second half where you saw Rico Dowdle, We saw, Chauncey Golston on defense. To me, it's Story Jackson at linebacker. And on offense, it's still Isaac Alarcon, Josh Ball, and Avante Collins. We brought up those three guys again. Avante Collins is number 76. We get the ball first. Avante Collins, 76. We got, Isaac Alarcon, number 60. Josh Ball, 75. The whole offensive line, to me, again, in these joint practices, to me, they held up better with the Clippers. With the Chargers, LA Chargers, than we did last week against the Broncos. And hopefully, as you can see, I believe that's already continued. These are the guys you got to kind of watch under the radar. It's really mainly about the offensive line. I'm going to be honest. Who was the returner there, by the way? I don't think it was.
No, it looked like 40.
Okay, so they're going to their third string returners now. Josh Ball, again, we saw he got a lot of snaps last week. He's going to get more. I'm assuming he's going to get more snaps now. Isaac Alarcon, number 60. Again, with Walesko out still, probably 4 weeks into the season or more. Look for Isaac Alarcon to maybe try to get some more opportunities. I think he had a great game last week. But like I said, in the end, when it comes to the swing tackle spot, I think it's going to be Tyler Smith. Alarcon's not ready. I don't think that Josh Ball is ready in a reliable way. Yep. I don't even think that that Tyler Smith is ready. But
Will Greer with the little pass to Tolbert, which, by the way, I saw
nice catch, by the way, by Tolbert.
I saw a few comments, including Cowboys Abroad, saying, should we be concerned about Tolbert? The fact that he,
the lack of awareness.
We haven't really
I think that's the one thing. The one thing I don't like about
dropping a lot.
Well, he's had one drop. I think he's had in these games. He's had one drop last week. I think he did a great job kind of getting out of double teams and brackets, which he did last week, and he kind of did it this time too this week. But his awareness in the back of the end zone. This is the third time in practice scrimmages. Nice move by Malik Davis. Oh my God.
Jeez.
What again? Can I keep praising myself about this guy from the Florida Gators here? Of course, there's a flag. It's probably a hold. Who? 62? Braylon Jones? Yeah, Braylon Jones.
That's how he got to the corner.
He probably did. That's true. Braylon Jones, by the way, is getting more opportunities at guard. You know why? Because they're seeing if you're going to cut him or not, probably. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be getting more opportunities because they like him. They want to see if he can hold up in there. They got Farniok. They moved them around a little bit. I love Farniok. He's making his team. He could play guard, center, or tackle. Preferably guard or center is where we want him. And, Tolbert's still in here. It means they want to get him more targets. They want to get him more work. When we're going backwards, it hurts this team.
Not just that, but remember, Will Greer is out there. They want to see Will Greer with a full set.
It's a confusion there. Yeah, I agree. They want to see Will Greer with maybe a little better receivers.
They're giving Greer the chance, too. And plus, I'm pretty sure if I remember, Greer and Tolbert had a pretty decent connection so far throughout camp.
But him and Vasher had one of the better ones, and they put Vasher in. Number 16 is in now.
Okay, so there you go.
Is it going to be 15 to 16, like in order? We'll see what happens. But it's 2nd and 14 as we go backwards now. Here we go. We got Tolbert going motion, which I like. We got to use motion more often.
Draw that coverage.
And read the coverage better. Oh, man.
I didn't like that.
Not a good pass there. Incomplete, thrown down to Sean McEwen, who, by the way, I'm going to take...
But why would you choose that on a short,
I don't know, but I know that's the Kellen Moore issue right there. That's the Kellen Moore than it is a bad play or a bad pass or whatever. But here's the thing, I just noticed something. Tell me in the chat, guys, in the family. You guys noticed this with me. Number 84, Sean McEwen just got the ball thrown. He's now a third stringer. I think we got Jake Ferguson up there. Maybe they're just giving more upbringing snaps to Peyton Hendershot because he's gonna solidify that fourth spot. Is there a flag there?
Yeah.
It looks like they moved. It's up. Same Braylon Jones. He just put us back 10 yards, 15 yards.
I guess he's making that decision real easy.
That's why the Cowboys wanted to see him more. And they're saying he's a fucking imploding bomb. He's a worse Connor Williams.
It sucks, too, because I think it was Stubby who said in the chat, I'm not a fan of the fact that we're still, 5-6 penalties, that's not that much, but we're still on pace for, 12 at the end of the game. You might want to up that number at this point.
And we're at 7-8 now? We had 5 at halftime.
Yeah.
Now we're running to Malik Davis. He gets us a shitload of yards. Is that another? Again, I thought it was a flag because one of the defensive players' hands came out of nowhere.
Two players over there hate the yellow gloves and yellow shoes. And just
4th down, we just basically gave the punt away there. That was really you can't blame this. 3rd and 19, you're not going to risk anything there. Just punt. Just run the ball and get rid of it.
Braylon Jones, make sure we killed that drive completely.
Braylon Jones, 62, thumbs down. And I think he'll be one. Again, we got to make a cut on Tuesday, 4 p.m. We'll probably find out by Monday which guys. If there's anybody injured first, they'll be cut, and then if they're at the bottom of the barrel, and then we'll get them back on our injured reserve like we did with Ryan Nall and everybody else. Ty Freifogel, some nice move there. Nice tackle by Houston.
Great job.
And then finishing it up, number 40. Who is that? Oh, Jake Ferguson playing special teams.
Hey, remember
Ferguson is doing everything right now.
And another reason why special teams matters, whether we like it or not, special teams is usually the make or break decision on who makes most rosters.
At the bottom of the not the top part, but the bottom of the roster, you got to be playing special teams. That's one of TJ Vasher's issues, is special teams. So he's got to get better there. But you see Jake Ferguson, he's not only catching and blocking, he's fucking tackling. I'm going to add that to my fucking highlight reel.
No, it just...
Sorry, I'm just being real.
Great job all the way around.
Jake Ferguson, a guy moving on up, I think, on our rankings, right? On our fan base rankings. How's that?
Ooh, let me see here. Oh, yeah, Sick Aguilar just said, here we go with the flags again. Shake my head. When will it stop? Stubby1085 said, we're going to be played by flags all year. Just get ready for it. Well, the good thing is...
we're ready. We got a lot of practice.
At least some of these guys are not going to be playing. But like I said, I still fully expect us to be one of the more penalized teams. Yeah. So, Cowboys Abroad said, play Greer the rest of the game. I've seen enough of sidearm Danucci. He should just try baseball. Okay,
but Danucci hasn't played yet. Keep that in mind. It's about like the next...
No, that's what he's trying to say. At the end of the game. He just wants to see Will Greer for the rest of the game.
I wish
fuck
we could...
Danucci.
I agree.
Fuck his weird little side throws. Just play Will Greer.
Danucci's going to kind of hurt us to evaluate guys. So I'd rather see... I agree with 100%. I thought he meant... like he's playing today. No, he hasn't played yet.
Scorpio also said, sign Daryl Williams. Damn, this is pissing me off.
And that's a damn...
The clowns are pissing him off.
We're talking about a guy who's not going to... I want Scorpio. He's been a big proponent. Again, when I think of Daryl Williams, I think of Scorpio. It's funny how, I assign you guys to some of these players when we talk about them on our team or free agents. But my question is, what do we do with, $20 fucking million on salary cap, second most in the NFL? We can't... How much do you think an offensive tackle right now is costing people out there? Is it probably the veteran minimum? What the fuck is wrong with this front office? You can't. They're saying here, take him, and the Cowboy front office is saying we want to lose at left tackle. That's the backup left tackle, and it's not just that. Okay, Tyron Smith, we know he's going to be out for 3 games, but let's say he's good for the first 10 games. Then he gets hurt. We might have Valesco ready. We might have other guys ready. But my point is, what if Terrence Steele gets hurt, which could happen? Okay, you got Josh Ball. He can play right tackle a little better, but now we're missing Tyron Smith as well. Now what are we fucking doing? There's no planning here by this front office. By the way, we have 8 penalties against us. 8 penalties already. 12:50 to go in the third. But 8 penalties against the Cowboys for 54 yards. No bueno. You know what I mean? That means, in case you didn't know, that means not good.
Sorry, I was checking some Cowboy stuff out real quick.
Here we go. Running to the outside. Good defensive stop. Who hit that there? Is that Golston? It was Golston? Yeah. It was Golston or Devin Harper, the 6th rounder, who's looking damn good out there, too. I'll say that.
And thank you, JD from DC. Much
JD
love
in the house.
$10 holler saying, I love this channel. Families that cheer for the Cowboys together, stay together. Salute.
For life.
And thank you so much, JD from DC again.
Repping
Dallas Cowboys represent from the west
enemy
to the east,
territory.
To the north, to the south,
in enemy territory, guys. Much love. Yes, that's always. She has a thing in her mouth. A choke on it, I think.
No, I think she wanted to hop across.
Yeah. Hop
so anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate everybody here hanging with us, and as you guys can see, it's it. Cowboys have always been a family affair.
There is an injury on the Chargers side, by the way.
Man, you never want to see that. That's actually what I was checking, and so far I have not. I was just checking to see if heard anything about any players being hurt or injured or banged up, and so far I hadn't found anything or seen anything. So hopefully it stays that way.
First down, some pressure. They dump it down on the screen. Number 41 gets it, but you know who stops him?
Oh my God!
Combo there.
Leg. Calm down.
I think it's Mosley and Devin Harper again.
I'm just saying, I love that energy, but I swear it looked like they were trying to snap his leg in half.
I think Devin Harper is the one making some great plays out there, guys. I mean, we can't sleep on him. He's definitely playing well enough to say, we want Maurice Rodrigo, but it's not. This wasn't a second bad choice there at the 26th pick.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry.
Tolbert definitely needs a lot more reps. So yeah, you see, she's just
I'm not eating over there, baby.
What? No, just let her cross over.
I know, but she's got to go. Go. Come on, little one.
She's going to stay up there.
Yeah, but I don't want her, dragging food. Oh, great rush there. Tafua. What? I think that's Tafua, 52.
Yeah, Tafua.
Making 52. The play once again.
Which, by the way, he,
Man, he's doing some shit out there.
That's what
he's going to make this team. You can't hide him
in a
anymore.
lot of positions, we have good problems.
Tafua, man. And then finishing it up is Golston. Inside or outside, he can play it, guys, as an edge or interior. Tafua's coming inside as well, causing problems.
Guys, let's not talk about how much cap space we have or the pie and all that stuff, because it physically causes me pain to know that our problems could be solved. Again, we're not asking the Cowboys to spend $20 million.
They can be not solved necessarily. I don't want to overrun it, but they can be helped. We can help our team just a little. We can still save $18 million for next year, like they want to. Who's that getting the ball? Definitely not Turpin. Can't let it hit you here, Cowboys. All right.
You know why it solves a problem?
Much love, JD from DC.
What's the problem? We need a better backup left tackle. You're telling me that we can't, with some of that money, get a better backup left tackle? Absolutely we can. That's the point. That's it. Like, let's not create more problems for ourselves. The problems are going to come. It's the NFL. That's the whole name of the game, is surpassing and beating those problems all the way to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But just sitting here and twiddling your thumbs and hoping that Josh Ball wakes up and realizes that he's a 6'8" man who shouldn't be pushed around. I don't know what to say. That day doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon, Cowboys. So, maybe do something about that. Maybe.
And again, we can talk about the kicker situation. We brought in Liram a month and a half ago, and then we brought Brett Maher 2 weeks ago. So again, delaying the inevitable there, not addressing the kicker situation in any real way, other than taking an undrafted guy and saying, yeah, he'll be fine. That's not the right way. And then you got another situation when you have the receiver spot, where, again, as I've been saying, and I'm not saying that these guys are bad. I can see CeeDee Lamb coming in as number one. All right. I don't like what we did with Amari, but that's my story. All right. We could have, we would have been $6 million more on the cap. That's it. We would have had, $14 million on the cap open still if we had kept Amari. That's worth it. So, again, to me personally, the Cowboys did not address the receiver issue after announcing we're getting rid of him and getting only a fifth rounder back. Cedric Wilson goes to Miami, and now we decide to re-sign Gallup. All right, he's got a good deal for him and all that, but he's out for at least 4 to 6 or more weeks. You can guarantee it. And no matter how good he looks out there, he cannot be rushed. So you want it healed properly. You talk about October, all right, before he even can take snaps in practice. Let Jerry Jones, Steve Jones blow smoke, but they're not blowing it up our asses. We know the deal.
You know what? Let's talk even an optimistic timeline. Let's say in 2 weeks he works his way back onto the team and is warming up and stuff. We're still talking at least maybe another week or two before he's actually playing.
If he's doing that, but here's the thing: if he's doing that, he can't even be on the PUP list. You got to use the regular spot for him. I'm just saying, there's just that's still rushing him back. The
Cowboys have been heavily hinting that that's what's going to happen with him. I'm not saying
they're blowing smoke.
I agree. I'm just saying that they've been hinting. I still think that even at an optimistic
they're giving hope
level
to the fan base through hinting bullshit.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, that's my belief. And
Chelsea, what's up? Much love.
As I was trying to say, the receiver situation, to finalize this, as they're coming back to the game, the receiver situation was not addressed properly because we got James Washington, a guy who got passed up by 2 backups in Pittsburgh. We got, injury guy right now, truly injury prone, and Michael Gallup signed back. Both, we don't. And now Washington's gone. Now who's in there? Rookie Tolbert. Here's Greer going down the line. Again, to number 80, Brandon Smith. But we had Simi Fehoko, a guy we don't know how he's going to be net. From last year, he didn't look good at all. We're bringing in journeyman, undrafted guys. Dennis Houston, he's playing with the ones. Looking again, we roll the dice and are doing all right with these backups. But again, to me, it was still poor management, poor planning. Not by Will Greer. I'm not Will Greer, but William McClay. Yeah. Or by the coaches necessarily. I think it's more bad planning by the front office and the allowance of the pie by Steve Jones. Sorry.
There you go. Run to Davis there.
Nope, that's Shamklin.
Oh, my bad.
Number 32.
Sorry, I thought I saw the 3. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, 32 is also getting some snaps here the rest of this game. So it's going to be 34-32 the whole game. Rico Dowdle got his numbers ready. Got a touchdown. Looking good.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Stephen Dallas said Ferguson beat out McEwen for that 3rd tight end spot because he can play special teams.
That's one reason. And I think because he's actually maybe even a better blocker than Sean McEwen. But special teams definitely helps, and I don't know if McEwen better have played special teams.
Yeah, well,
he probably just played poorly at it.
You'll be able to, again, when we go over the film, we'll probably be able to look at that a little more closely as far as blocking-wise, right? Yeah. Because you have to imagine it wasn't just special teams.
But that tells me Ferguson, and even, what a move by Shamklin to not lose 5 yards. He only lost 1. But now it's 2nd and 6.
Also looked like he broke his ankle.
3rd and 6 now, I'm sorry.
Ooh, so
10 minutes, 15 seconds. We got the ball here. And again, all these backups is important because they have to fight for either maybe making the 53 or just a practice squad spot. You know, you get cut, you got 24 hours, you make it back. Now you're now back on. You can get re-signed for for practice squad money on the original team on the Cowboy team. Like I think that someone like 52 Tafua is like an Azur Kamara last year for our team.
That was a little intense.
I think he's better than Azur Kamara. Man,
shit!
3rd and 6, and we got a sack.
That's the first sack of the game, by the way.
Yeah, we got to take a sack there. Gaziano from the Chargers sacks Will Greer.
By the way, not great, but did anyone else catch that when they were kind of showing that, like the stadium lights, kind of flashing Chargers colors? That was
Farniok missed that
really
that pickup. I know they got it around the whole stadium. But Farniok missed that block. He missed up the pickup on the stunt inside. So Farniok again, he's a more solid of the group there. Made a bad play there. It happens. If it happens 3 times in a row, we got problems. But it happens. And I'm not, Farniok has a backup still because he's a backup.
There's a reason he's a backup. Yeah, and not just that, but the thing about backups, too, is that usually some of the reasons maybe they don't play as well is, the conditioning issues. And I don't mean that like, he's not well-conditioned. Just saying that, an NFL game is long, it's hard, it's tough. He played a really good first half, but is he starting to lose a little bit of power as he gets into the second half? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, just loses a little juice, you get tired. Yeah. I'm just trying to say that, that is where sloppy mistakes tend to be made a little bit more. That's all. So it just sucks.
Farniok's been playing a lot of snaps.
Now
so
you can hit up the
good
chat.
for him.
There we go.
Good for him. Yeah. Hit up the chat.
Sorry guys, I didn't want to spoil anything that was happening there since we're a little bit behind from you guys.
Cheers.
Justin
by the
Crow
way,
said, "Nice job holding on to that ball, Greer." Whew.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he was kind of bum rush there on that sack.
Exactly. Frank Moyer, what's up? Snug X in the house here. Retro Scotty said, "Oh yeah, so yeah, don't worry guys. Again, when we have." Trolls like that and things like that. Yeah, thank you guys to the mod squad.
I missed all the fun.
No, just Honey Badger is being annoying. So
yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, Cowboys Abroad just pointing out. The problem is great offensive linemen already have jobs.
Yeah, I mean
that's why you can't.
Point.
That's why spending money on an outside guy isn't necessarily the solution.
Answer.
But like I said,
but is this the solution?
But that's why I said, what is the problem? What is the problem? We need a better backup tackle.
And by the way, I want to give you guys
a
specifically left tackle because we had Terrence Steele doing the left tackle stuff because we had Lael Collins. How about him? Remember that? A little more secure when you had those 3 guys in the rotation. And you see the importance of losing Lael Collins. I'm sorry. That was a mistake by the Cowboys. We had a good deal with him. And again, yes, he has some issues of reliance, but so you got Terrence Steele. We're solid. Why fucking get rid of something solid? That's all. When he's playing,
to my point before
he's
I
solid.
lose it is, and I'm just saying, like, the whole point is that the problem is we need a better backup left tackle. We're not like let's not create problems that need bigger solutions, right? We have $20 million to spend on outside guys if we wanted to. You're telling me that we couldn't spend just a tiny portion of that on a left tackle that is better than what we currently have? I think we can. Even if one of those guys, obviously all the really good ones, like you said, are obviously taken or still on other teams and stuff like that. But there are still options, possibilities.
Yeah. Darrell Williams is one of those options. Why not throw?
Darrell Williams is an improvement at left tackle, yes or no?
If he's not better than Tyron Smith, he's maybe not even better than Terrence
Steele.
But is he a
better backup?
But is he better than Josh Ball or Walesko right now with a shoulder issue, or Tyler Smith moving him out, and then now you have a weaker left guard and left tackle spot?
He
is way better than all these options, not by a little bit. So what's the fear, Jerry and Steve? What's the fear of paying a guy minimum $2 million, $1 million minimum, probably up to $2 million if he plays all the games or is active? What's the issue with that? Exactly, that's the issue. You guys are the issue. Great job by Sam Williams with the pressure. Good coverage by Malik Jefferson there on the tight end, number 84. I'm just saying. I'd like
for us to get at least one sack, just throwing it out there.
Listen,
I guess we did get the fumble and the interception, so I guess it kind of balances out. No, Choopy, stay.
You gotta keep her over there, baby.
Stay. I am.
I know. She's getting a little rambunctious over there.
Oh, so, Frank Moyer again. I can't imagine anyone's 3rd or 4th string players looking good ever. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
here it is. Is that a good play? Who is that?
Yes, it was.
Who is that? 47, Story Jackson. I told you, watch him.
Yep.
He was in
I think Ukuamu was involved in that as well. Story
Jackson was in the tied. I think him and Deron Bland had the most snaps last week. And Story Jackson doing some stuff out there last week and did it again this time. A good stop there.
And DeLunatic is saying, what's the core problem? The issue is that our front office likes our guys.
Our guys, yeah.
They like the guys we currently have. They like Josh Ball over any of the options we brought up, especially considering the money they'd have to spend. I don't know.
I'm not doubting you there. Here we go. 94. Bronson gets in. 52 for the foot. Oh, and he gets another first down. Marquis Bell with a nice stop. Look, the miscommunication. Mukuamu was yelling at number 39. I'm pretty sure that's Quandre Mosley. I think. Sounds like it was Quandre Mosley on the miss there. Unfortunately.
Come on. There you go. So, and again, by the way, Frank Moyer, much love. Let me roll back. Stop it. Let me see. William Birdie said, I feel like this has been a successful night already. We have our new X Factor at kick and punt.
Agree. Now we're figuring out the bottom of the roster, the last couple of spots, and the practice squad guys. Really.
Personally, we also got
Quandre
to see
Mosley
a lot
making
more
it up
from
there.
Some of the offensive guys that we needed to see more from. We've seen improvements at the offensive line from guys like Tyler Smith to even McGovern to even Farniok, I'll say.
I mean, I'd say even Ball looks better than last week.
He did. So outside of that, hey, even Kelvin Joseph and Deshaun Wright were able to kind of turn it around a bit. It was that rough start.
They had still. Deshaun Wright had an especially rough start, and Kelvin Joseph a little bit bad as well. But hey, second quarter, they played up. We've
also
making
held them to 10 points.
Ever since that.
They scored relatively fast, but that's been it, although I think I just jinxed us there.
Yeah, they just got a first down. Who was that, by the way? Is that number 39? He had a bad play, a good play. Yep. He had a bad play, then a good play, then a bad play. Quandre Mosley, he's one of those guys, I think on the verge. Let me see. Oh, no, it's 36. My fault. He's the hyphenated guy. I don't remember from that name. And he's a guy that, again, hasn't done enough to really see him staying on the 53. So, again, remember, the guys they really want to keep on the practice squad, make it another week. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
So.
By the way, there's 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yes.
Time is ticking.
Get that stop out. Good job there.
Great stop. Only 2 yards. Oh, maybe 3. I still say 2, but maybe 3. Depending on, you got to give them the non-Cowboy yard.
Marcavius Bryant was out there, Big Cat Bryant. He was out there, UCF, by the way. He was out there setting the edge, helping set the edge. So,
so
good to see
now
that.
2nd and 7.
We got 100 people here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Seriously, guys, thank you for hanging with us, chilling with us.
Cannot do this without you all. I just try to stay up with the board above us there. Dwayne Broussard rocking it, Jason Renfro rocking it, and everybody else here doing their thing. I hope our Cowboys can get a stop here. Now it's a 3rd down and 1.
I will say
we allow 6 yards on that play.
It's weird watching a football game this late, I will say.
Yeah, it's 12:15. This is when usually we're going live.
No, it just on the East Coast. Done. Like when even an 8:00 game by usually by 11:30 midnight. Like midnight's like okay, we stayed after, we chatted. We
got the ballers in the house with the MCF family. We got 100 plus. I love it. Hey, listen, it's a Saturday night. We're chilling. We don't have to go out there drinking. We're drinking at home.
It feels that's
watching
what I'm
the Cowboys,
it feels
enjoying
a little bit like a party, doesn't it?
Repping 33 here. Get outside, Mukuamu. Nice job, and then ending it with hyphenated guy, something Taylor, I think his name. Mukuamu playing great. I think him at safety, it gives me help now for Bell.
Oh, no, is he hurt?
No, it's just something in his eye. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that Bell and Mukuamu, to me, 41 and Bell and 24. Now he changed to the old Kelvin Joseph number, but he's again 24. Mukuamu to me has went up in the rankings here with Bell, who stayed pretty much where he's been at. So I think we can count on. I can count on both those guys. If someone goes down over one of our 3 top safeties. So I feel good with that right there. Tyler Coyle, practice squad. Here we go. 4th and 5. Quick throw. They get it.
I can't believe they got it.
Got it on Story Jackson. He made the tackle, but he wasn't. He was just a second late. It was just more of the scheme to me than it was the player. He seemed to be in the region, in the area where he was supposed to be. But it's a 5 yards you need. You got to get up in there quicker.
That was not great.
Yeah, Story Jackson was way too far back. He
got
moved out backwards. Story Jackson, yeah. He went with the tight end a little bit too long. So that was on Story Jackson.
And absolutely, guys, much respect to firefighters, especially out in California, because they're working triple overtime.
Those fires out there, I mean, those wildfires.
So stay safe, guys, because I know a lot of you guys are out in Cali. So.
Oh my goodness, Marcavius! I think that was him. Someone came out there so fast. It's been a while since I've seen someone burst off that fast on the outside. It was Sam Williams. Yeah, I mean, guys, you
don't expect Sam Williams to move that fast.
That you guys saw that. I'm pretty sure it was Sam Williams because he came back. I know there's a Charger channel. That's what happens when you get it from the Chargers. But please tell me if you saw that out there. To me, with Sam Williams, it's like literally a blur. He went like out the screen so fast that I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who would have ever thought we'd be this deep at safety?
Yeah, agreed.
Not me.
Agreed.
That's for fucking sure.
I feel comfortable with those two guys there as our fourth and fifth.
Oh my
nice
God,
hit.
look at that.
Malik Jefferson with a nice interior hit. Bronson Bronson staying alive in this game. I see Ridgeway back in it. Tafua in there. I'm just saying, I like these third stringers.
I know.
We're talking about depth here. We got some vital depth. I'm not saying we're gonna like one. If you play them all together in a game in the regular season, we're fucked. But if you play one of them with the starters, you can see them maybe even be better, maybe be lesser of a weakness because of their ability. 3rd and 4. Can we get a fucking stop? Anyone? 3rd and 4. Sorry about you guys' ears, by the way, about those words. 3rd and 4. Cowboys looking blitz inside. We're playing a little bit of amoeba. They moved.
Yep.
The running back moved from them. Now it's 3rd and 9.
So don't worry. It was more of a.
It's great.
They just want a bit of.
You know what's great? You know what's the best? You guys, you know what the best thing about this is? And we got this very low, but it's getting loud. You know why? Because it's mostly Cowboy fans repping that star for everything in their home. Guys, no joke. There's a lot. It got loud because it's a Cowboy game now. There's all Cowboy fans watching the game. They got Simus reps out there. He reps Texas, but I'm just saying he lives out there, so he's repping that star out there. We know Voodoo.
Chats out there. I know there's actually a few comments tonight.
Look at this pressure coming. Get the stop outside. Got to put him back in. Ooh. Good job. That should be a penalty on them.
I was gonna say, he led with his head there. I'm surprised there wasn't a.
He lowered his head.
Usually in situations like that, it is more on the defense than the offense.
Unfortunately, if that's Zeke, he's getting the penalty. So here, look at again look at Sam Williams, baby. Look at the pressure coming from many guys out there. Good job by 36 to overplay that to the outside, and Mukwamo putting in the finishing touches.
You want to talk about a good game again? Even Sam Williams.
I thought that was 4th down. Now it's 4th and 2. Okay.
No, what I was going to say is that even Sam Williams is, ever since that penalty, you're seeing him. No.
4th and.
Well, they got that. Remember?
That was weird.
They made the 4th and 5.
Good job. Maybe? 39. Let me see if it's a flag or not. No flag.
Nope.
And there he is, guys. Again, Quandre Mosley, up and down, up and down.
We got mad about that.
Okay, that's right. He gave a little thing.
Yeah, this is the results from that.
That was a 3rd and 4. I'm sorry. And they went to a 3rd and 9 and 4th and 2. I got it. Quandre Mosley, guys, I would say that's close to a penalty. He kind of yanked his right arm.
I agree.
The point is,
so.
Quandre Mosley, let's just be real about the player. This is not about the wins or loss of the score. Quandre Mosley, number 39, a guy who was in the bubble. To me, he had a bad play, a good play, a bad play, a good play. So he's like average right now. That's enough for the practice squad? We'll see. He's definitely not a 53er right there. Just clarifying. When we see these guys a lot, I want to make sure I give you my opinion. And we study this like it's like a religious text, all right? When we know our players so well, we live it every day here in MCF with you guys, so we know what the fuck we're talking about for the most part.
Exactly.
There's guys, there's other better film breakdowns and other things like this, but we know we talk about what we see and with these players, these teams, this team on the yearly, this star over everything. That's what it's about. So. Yeah, I mean, Quandre Mosley, we got to say, I'm looking at him as a practice squad type of guy. He's going to fight next week his ass off to try to stay on this team in some way.
Yes, Quinn Revelations, 11-54.
Quinn Revelations, 20-0.
So 20. Honestly, again, one of the things that I remember, one of the first kind of football things that you taught me, so to speak, was, offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
I agree.
Do you generally feel more confident about the Cowboys' chance of success overall now that our defense is kind of the powerhouse of this team?
I spoke about it yesterday.
There's no way, you can't really slice it any other way. The defense is absolutely the bread, where our bread is buttered now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I talked about this yesterday or the day before yesterday, that why can't we go 12-5 because of the defensive help, the improvements, or the dominance of it? I believe that's a possibility. I'm still looking at a realistic 11 wins, but you could, would it be if the defense plays well and the offense plays a little better than last year? And I'm talking about not when they're doing great. I'm talking about the second half of the year. Why can't we make a run? Why can't we do things? We're going to be tried and tested from the beginning of the season with guys that are, not there, like Michael Gallup, James Washington. And others that we're kind of not sure if they're going to be there yet or not. We got some question marks in this team. A lot to overcome before we can think that way. But defensively, we are solid as a rock right now. Knocking on wood, everything stays that way. With this game and one more game to go, we got through this one without injury, it looks like, when it comes to our main players. We got one game to go. We got a little bit of the main players a little longer. In Dallas against Seattle next week, right here in My Cowboys Family. You get a front row seat with us.
2 yards, 1 yard.
Oh, man, I've been talking a lot. You guys been out there. We've been loving the Turpentine. That it's when you see number 2 on the field, there's electricity that comes out on there. And I'm not talking about Jordan Lewis. I'm talking about number 2 Turpin. And if he
I'm
makes
talking about the Chargers either.
If he makes the team, Turpin, you can bet your booty he's gonna get. Obviously change his number. Let's be real about that. But I think that a single digit works for him. I don't know.
That little lightning bolt reminds me of Harry Potter.
I was always saying Diego. The LA
the team who lived.
The LA Harry Potters. They're Champlain hitting the outside, getting the edge, and getting about 9 yards. 7 yards on a 2nd and 8. So we're about 3rd and 1 now.
That was about as good of a stop as we were going to get from that situation, I guess.
Yeah, Champlain is, again, not doing, but he's a practice squad. To me, Malik Davis makes this team as a special teams guy and our 4th running back. Mm-hmm. Why not? I mean, the other option would have been Ryan Nall. And I say no to Ryan Nall on that. He's injured for the year anyways. He took a settlement. He's on our IR, so that's done. The last play of the 3rd quarter, it looks like, before we get to that 4th.
Yep, 3rd and 2.
Remember, we got one more data.
We're on our own 34.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Let's make a first here. Quick pass to the outside.
Knocked down by 54.
Let's go for it.
He's mad.
One more.
He's mad because he knows he should have caught it.
Well, he could have got off the rebound a little better.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's mad because it would. That's what I'm saying. It should have been an interception. He should have.
He wanted to get that. Yeah, he wanted to get that pick.
It wasn't just one hand. He got both hands on it.
Well, yeah, initially it was the bat down. That was fine. He just batted it too far away. They practice that in tip drills, right? So you want to tip it so it's advantageous to you. Cowboys on our own, On our own 40-yard, 30-yard line, 35-yard. 4th and 2, we're going for a quick snap. Greer's looking. It's the last play.
Somebody
get that first.
Collapse.
Run it for it. Run it.
Run, Greer.
Is Farniak down the field too far before? It was a run play, so technically he shouldn't make a difference. He was illegally down the field or not. We didn't throw the ball, so that's a first down by Will Greer, doing things that guess who could not do. Cooper Rush. Yeah. You say it with me, baby. 4th quarter is now on tap.
Although McCarthy was consulting the great oracle of Kellen Moore. I'm
shaking in my boots.
I'm just saying, let's
Still
see
what
we are going to see in the 4th quarter. Are we going to see something cute?
I almost dropped this mixer.
Sorry, I just... what number is Devin Hester?
Was he 23? I think he was 23.
Was he 23? There you go.
Yeah, so that's Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle is now Devin Hester.
No, I think he's saying that. What would he change the number to 23?
I'm making a joke.
The answer ain't going to be that. I think single digit. I think you can see. How about number 9? I'm just joking.
You're asking a lot there.
And there's nothing else available. 1, 2, 3 are gone.
Look,
4 is back.
I think
5 is anger.
Right at this moment.
6? Who's 6? Donovan Wilson. That's not going.
Look.
7 is Diggs. 8 is Aikman. 9 is Romo.
Well, who are we talking about again?
Turpin.
I mean, he's a receiver, so start thinking receiver numbers.
80.
Something in the teens. So
Brandon Smith in the teens. Okay, so you got 19. 18's Tolbert.
There you go.
I mean, 19 is Dontario Drummond or Hairulahu, or not Hairulahu, but Maher. But he'll change his number too to I don't know. I don't even know what he changed the number to 0. And
remember, players can also have whatever number they want. So realistically speaking,
I guess
is there
there's some limitations.
Random number that he wants instead? Could he pick a random number in the 80s or something? You get what I'm trying to say?
I'm seeing people out there, media specialists and analysts, saying that Malik Davis belongs on someone's 53 roster, and we cannot expect him to clear waivers, with cuts, with the final cuts in 10 days. He's not going to get cut this week. Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's going to be cuts on Tuesday, and his cuts next season. Yeah, he's not going
to be involved in that. But when this roster has to go down to 53,
you can't cut 34.
And also, I think that also hints to the fact that whether we like it or not, the Cowboys are probably only going to maybe keep 3 backs.
Well, he would be 4.
Well, that's what they're trying to say, that Cowboys have to consider keeping 4, because if they keep 3 the way they usually do, and you try to stash him on your practice squad, that's not happening. He's going to be starting somewhere on someone else's team.
Okay, he's not going to start.
He's going to be, he's on the 53. Sorry,
yeah,
that's what I meant to say.
That, yeah,
I know. Just that's what I meant to say.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand.
Sorry, I was watching the screen for a second there. So anyway, that's all I was gonna
throw out there and say. Yeah. Oh.
Let me see. So hey, Chelsea Elizabeth, that's awesome. So she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader from 2012 to 2014.
Oh, much
so
love.
She has seen her share of Cowboy haters.
Wow.
I can only imagine.
Deep pass of connection.
Fuck yeah.
To number 80, Brandon Smith again.
There we go.
Hey, listen, this guy has kind of stuck on the team, and he's
Brandon making a case for practice squad. I'll tell you
definitely making that practice squad ability. By the way, that's awesome. I hope you were not involved with Rich Dalrymple or anything like that.
Who's
guy,
number 1 on the team?
I heard he was a scumbag. Kelvin Joseph.
There you go. Yeah, he's
not
giving that up. So
you got 19 is Drummond, who's going to probably lose that number, or the kicker, which will probably change the number. I'm assuming. I don't know. The number 9 right now is the other kicker, Liram Harilahu, and then you got let me see here. Oof, good run by Shamklin.
I mean, he's still
practice
going.
Squad looker right there. 16 will probably if Vasher is not there, so 16 is an option. He won't be on the 53.
You can't tell me the O-line isn't improved because the way all these guys have been running tonight has been night and day difference from last week.
But both those guys, Malik Davis and Shamklin, have been showing a little bit of something.
I know, but I'm talking even, Dowdle.
Yeah,
and David, I'm just saying,
he's been looking good too. Yeah,
I know, but he still looked better this week than he did last week because the offensive line looked better this week than last week.
And the quarterback's having more time, and some offenses a little working. But most of the plays, 14 points basically, 2 touchdowns. Special teams, Turpin time.
2nd and 2.
Nice move by Shamklin to just not lose yardage. He gained a yard, so it's what 3rd and 1 now. So I'm just checking.
Outside of the sack, we haven't really had any backwards moving plays.
Or the penalties.
I'm just saying, even our bad plays, okay, we didn't gain any yards, but we barely lost. We haven't really lost more than a yard here or there. So, just saying that it's nice to see that type of ball security as well.
On plays that you saw, the Chargers, for in this example, you saw them getting through. You saw them causing a little bit of wrecking a little havoc in the backfield. Usually, you get back to the line of scrimmage, you lose a yard. We're still gaining a yard. We're getting a yard or 2. 3rd and 1, we got to get this first down. Going Shamklin, and we lose the blocking there. Peyton Hender's shot, number 49. Yeah. We just went backwards.
I got to shut up.
First time we went backwards. Now, hit the chat. Well, I know it's kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit because I know we're a little bit behind. But Hender's shot missing the block there, can't kind of stay on there. His guy made the tackle. I mean, he just can't block once and then look back. That's what literally he did there. So Hender's shot. He's going to make it a battle here with Sprinkle. He gave Sprinkle a little life. He sprinkled a little life on Jeremy Sprinkle. They were going for the 3 points here. And we got Liram Hairulahu coming on the field, not Brett Maher. He's coming out for a 35-yard attempt, but usually Brett Maher will miss. So I think the pressure right now is on Hairulahu. He better make it. Knocks it right through. Good job.
I mean, again, if the Cowboys are looking for a serious kicking competition, so far, Maher and Hairulahu are more or less hanging neck and neck. Yeah. No one's really beat the other. It hasn't.
We're hitting
how do you decide between these two?
I mean, when you kick an extra point and 2 35-yarders, I mean, is that showing me anything?
I'm going to tell you what's
has to be done.
Maher's going to end up being the guy. You know why? Because if both guys are more or less the same, they know Maher can make those 60+.
He makes the stuff more entertaining, right?
He's got that more power, again.
Pre-game today, though, you had both guys hitting 57-yarders.
Remember, Bones didn't want Hairulahu and he didn't want Maher. So it's no skin off. It's not like Bones has a dog in this fight. It's not like it was Garibay and he's going to be rooting for his guy,
if both guys were missing it left and right, I'm going to say this. Maher almost missed the extra point. To me, that bothers me. And that could be something that could make the difference. But kickoffs,
I know, but wasn't Maher the one that made the 57-yarder today?
Yeah. But so did Hairulahu.
I guess Hairulahu did well.
They both made it. In fact, but Maher made a 50-yarder on those very thin goalposts there, and you'll see that video on our last video. Check it out. You'll see him knocking them through over there. Very interesting to see the competition. But again, it's like they're trying extra hard to say, look how good they're doing, and they just can't sell it to me in a game. I need a 45-yarder with some pressure. We got to make this field goal to win the game. You got to give me proof you can do it, and that's my fear. Mm-hmm. They don't give me that proof, so I don't feel it yet with 35-yarders and extra points.
I thought they still had that Dallas Cowboy cheerleader show, but I guess I could be wrong. I know we had Stephanie Smigo in the chat.
Yeah.
She used to be the person to talk to. She knew everything going on with cheerleaders, but I think they still have that show. So,
I thought they did, but I never really watched it, so I love the cheerleaders though.
So, and hey, Chelsea, again, that I know that I've heard that before as far as, the requirements for being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader being extremely strict. I know when we took the tour of AT&T Stadium, and they were kind of talking about, because they obviously show you the cheerleaders,
the locker room.
like with the locker rooms and everything, and they kind of talk a little bit about how intense the process is just to be selected a cheerleader. They go through it. So
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing. It's a tough job. It ain't it's not just all glamour and you're a Cowboy cheerleader. It's something to be proud of, but it's hard fucking work.
It is. So and hey, representing the Cowboys. It's always, I feel like, a full-time job.
Jerry Jones is a hard ass about that shit, too.
Let me take the doggy out, and baby, I'll let you kind of, update us. Yeah. Like I said, the one thing I was checking over there earlier was no injuries. So I don't know if any updates have come since then.
No, I don't see any injuries, guys. And knocking on wood. They're checking. Missed. You got to give me that sound, baby.
Ooh, I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. He almost walked away with it. No, but good tackling there. Dennis Hughes. You got the ball back about the 6-yard line, maybe. But I just noticed something, and this is a good point here. I just saw it brought up by Patrick Walker. He said that both Cowboy kickers are getting their shots, not just at kicking, these easy extra points and field goals, but kickoffs. Which I was just going to say that. That's one of the reasons why that Maher got the job over a guy who was more accurate. I think it was, I forgot his name. One of the kickers that we brought in that 4-man battle was a better accurate kicker, but Maher had the better kickoffs, stronger legs. So they're giving Liram Hairulahu a chance to really get some good kickoffs.
Been kind of weak.
Yeah, and that one was weak too. It was just a mistake by the player, more than it was a good deep kick. So again, Malik Jefferson, Dennis Houston got the combined tackle there. I believe that's again good stuff shown by these guys. I'm just saying, guys, these guys are on the upside.
Necklace?
Huh?
Yeah, he has an alien diamond necklace, golden diamond necklace. This guy, sorry.
Yeah, it's Keenan Allen. He's gonna get you that UFO attitude. Listen, Tyler Smith and Matt Farniok with the help inside is basically what's been dominating the cycle when it comes to some of the good things we can take out of this game, which 100%, we've been talking about that for half the night. So I think you getting it first and foremost here. Good job. Great closing speed by number 50. Good hit there by number 36 there at the end. But more importantly is the closing speed by Devin Harper. To me, Devin Harper, number 50, is our 6th-round pick at linebacker. The guy we wanted to get instead of him, he didn't drop to us, was what was his name? Mauricio Rodriguez, right? From the Lions. You see him as Rodrigo is his nickname for them. So he was 7 picks away from us. We got Ridgeway before him, 30 picks earlier.
Rodriguez.
What is it?
It's Matthew Rodriguez.
Is it Matthew? Okay.
Mauricio is that guy.
Okay. I'm just saying, I know it's a M something name with Rodriguez. Matthew Rodriguez. Point is, he's Rodrigo. Nice knockdown there. Is that Ridgeway? Was that Tafua? Tafua with the knockdown. They got so mad they shoved him to the ground. 4th and 5 on their own 10-yard line. We're getting that ball back here. Let's go. Just want to see special teams. I don't know if they're going to put Turpin in there. I don't think it's going to be Turpin time anymore. My humble opinion, but...
Zam DFW said, is Sam Williams getting punished for the penalties? He only had
one, right? No, he had one penalty. And again, Sam Williams has been playing great. I mean, I think Sam Williams has got in there multiple times. I know
anything after that,
yeah, he hasn't had any. And that penalty wasn't even on him. It should not have been a penalty on him. It was a bad call.
Was definitely him.
He had the hands in the foul. I was thinking about last week's. Okay, who's taking his back? Antonio Drummond, number 19, who might have to be Turpin. I don't know. I guess it could be an 80 number. I mean, 80 will be available. 81 is Fahoko. 82 is that available? 82? Who's 82? No, I don't think anybody's 82. I guess that could be the number. 83 is I know I'm missing 82. God damn. 83 is I guess that's available too. It used to be Terrence what's his name? Terrence Williams' number. I forgot who's number 83. How can I forget these numbers, guys? Help me out here.
I don't know. I remember 93 is Basham, but I don't remember who 83 is right now.
There's got to be a receiver. Let me see. I'm looking at the chat here. Yep, good job defense. Vikings are garbage. Cowboys owned them basically back-to-back years, right? We're going third time this time. More Danucci. We'll see. The Hoochie Coochie Man. We'll see what happens. Again, to end it on a 3-and-out, dropping it down like that, to get knocked down, be a shitty kind of ending there. I would hope we could make one more Will Greer, but hey, probably Danucci will come in. I don't know. We'll see. Talking about Turpin, man. That's the guy of the day here, Turpin time. And, I mean, deservedly so. Let's be real. But I think there's a lot of great other guys that take out of this. And I will say Sam Williams did a good job. I think Bell had a strong game again. I think, of course, Bland had a decent game for, he had a mistake. But they got to make it be made. I think that on offense, I think Jake Ferguson. I really love what he did. Of course, the obvious choice of a Tyler Smith situation. The improvements there. No penalties is holding wise. I think that's one of the bigger things to take out of this game here than even who's the backup quarterback right now. Because that's still going to be a battle one more week, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. I love Malik Davis. I think he's made the 53 roster, in my opinion. He should be our fourth guy, special teams guy, which is what Ryan Nall was supposed to be. I think the Cowboys kind of saw the writing on the wall with that last week.
Oh, it's funny. As Modi said, Turpin's going to be the talk of the talking heads come tomorrow. Justin Crow said, no, they're going to start right after the game.
Yeah. It's going to start after the game into the wee hours of the night.
Like I said, rightfully so. That shit was awesome. That was nice. That was fun. What
Turpin's done here is hard to do it in preseason game. Yeah, any game. He's doing it naturally, smoothly. Our offense on the 50-yard line.
Before anyone starts, he was also doing it while some of the better players were out on the field, too.
Yeah,
it's not like he was doing it, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
But you got to remember, special teamers are going to be special teamers in the regular season.
Exactly.
The special teamers are the starters for the most part, except for the guys that are trying to see if they can do it or not. But, you still have,
That was probably the most realistic
you have Jake
part
Ferguson
of
out
this entire
there.
game.
You have
special teams.
You have Jake Ferguson out there on special. That's exactly what he's going to be doing as a number 3 or 2 tight end at times.
Yep. So 2nd and 6, by the way.
Maybe he's even doing more.
Another run.
A little stutter step there and goes down for about a yard gain for Champlin. For Malik Davis. So again, I think DiNucci's in the game. He sidearmed that last one for a 4-yard gain. 9:49
Big Boss
to go.
Man said it. DiNucci time is upon us.
DiNucci's gooch in the game. So
there you go. And you know what? That also means that they saw what they wanted to see from Will Grier as well.
At least enough. They saw enough of for the night. They want to see a little bit more from DiNucci.
Well, Cooper Rush played the first drive of the second quarter, and then after that, it was Will Grier the whole time.
Was it one drive? I think they had 2 drives. I thought they had 2 drives.
Maybe it was 2. Maybe it was 2.
Third and 5. I think it was more about the number of snaps, and that's what they based it off of. Man, can he get that first? No, he great job to get even those 3 yards.
I agree.
2.5 yards, but Malik Davis, to me, playing fantastic. Under 9 minutes here when we have to punt this ball. Or are we going for a field goal here? I'm not sure. I see Ridgeway in the game. He's doing some long snapper.
I almost would have minded if the Cowboys.
It's a field goal. I like it.
I was just about to say,
I guarantee you this is Maher. 61-yard field goal by Maher.
Yep.
It's going to be, let's see if he makes this. That'd be a little excitement. The crowd's kind of like, wow, are we really going to do this? So,
career long 63 for Maher.
We know that. He did it back to back.
We know the Maserati only goes from 0 to 60. So,
he made it. It curved back in at 60. Short.
Shit.
Man, I thought he made that. Can you imagine him not having the leg for that? But
I want to see how short that was.
Who didn't have the leg for that? Justin Reed.
Let me see. How short was it? Oh, my fuck.
It almost hit the goalpost.
That was 60.5 yards.
It was 60, yeah.
I was just saying, that was
60 and a half yards, he hits the goalpost.
I'm surprised
right there.
It didn't hit it.
It scraped underneath
it. Was that close.
But if it was a 60-yarder, or let's say, if it was a 60-yarder or 59-yarder, I think he easily made it. He goes right over there. And then people are like, holy shit, he made it. My point is that he made a 57-yarder. So did Hairulahu.
But you know what? I guess keep the kicker that's not going to make the Cowboys think, you know what? Let's go for it.
You mean
let's kick. Yeah, let's go for it.
If you say go for it, it means fourth down.
Sorry, let me rephrase that.
Let's kick the 3 points from 61 yards because Maher can
55 from whatever. Yeah. No, let's go with the kicker that's not going to make us say that.
Let's make us go with the kicker that can hit the extra points and hit the 49-yarders and closer. Anything outside of 50, you go for it. Maybe you think about it. 4th and 3, 4th and 5.
Justin Crow said if he made that kick, he would have made the team.
I think he's kind of made it. I can't blame him. You can't blame him for missing it, right?
You can't blame him, but I agree with Justin that similar to Turpin, that would have sealed the deal because again, Hairulahu has made a lot of things that if Maher can go out there and show that bit of Maserati again, the Cowboys would I mean, there's a reason we brought him back in the first place.
So
they
going back
already favor him.
Oh wait, but they didn't bring him back first. They brought how
remember
he was supposed to be the second grade
remember
guy.
The discussion around that though, they didn't bring him back because they were willing to listen to Bones and say, okay, go get your Garibay or whatever. Go get your. My point is that the moves that they made, I think, were more based off of doing what Bones wanted, because I still think the organization wanted to bring back Maher, and that the coaches have at least a little bit of say. Because if all the guys are cheap, the Cowboys are willing to listen. That's what I'm saying.
I hear you, but I'm going to give you a different spin on this.
Okay, go ahead.
I think the Cowboys were like, we'll take Garibay, as the guy because, he's undrafted. We have really no kicker right now. We cut the only guy we had, I don't know, beginning of the offseason. So we have Garibay. It kind of makes the fans happy because the Texas guy, whatever, he's known. So they got Garibay. We know Cameron Digger went to the Rams, and now he's released just yesterday by the Rams. So he's out. They were trying to use him as a punter. But my thing is this, is that when we got Lirim Hairulahu, we knew him from last year, he was there just to give competition. And Garibay was so bad, he became the starter. He wasn't supposed to be the starter.
Yeah.
I think Maher is not just supposed to be competition, but is already a favorite of one of the Joneses. And he's kind of like they're even, but Hairulahu was supposed to be the competition. Now this is the competition for Maher, is Hairulahu. Now Hairulahu is not as strong as leg, but he hit the 250. He hit a 57-yarder.
Ooh,
That's
man.
a hold. That's a hold.
There it is.
Hold on Sam Williams, by the way. They didn't call that shit. Sacked there by Big Cat Bryant, Marquavius Bryant from the UCF.
But you know
Golden
what?
Knights.
I got what I wanted.
Look
I said I just wanted a sack before we finished the game.
There you go. Nice job there. And Big Cat came with a big hit there. Again, practice squad type guy. Not going to be a starter. Don't start telling me, guys, he's going to start. He's going to make 53.
I'm just glad he was able to put that on his tape.
Yeah, exactly. But you know who made that play happen? Sam Williams. Mm-hmm. Samuel Williams. D. Williams. Sam Williams made that play, number 54, and he's up there again. Look at him with the insights. Oh, he went down. Ridgeway with... I know he didn't have to do it, but that's why I like Ridgeway.
Hey, the play's not over until you touch him, right?
It. The guy tried to get back up. He's like, get the fuck down, bitch. I like that. Ridgeway with the attitude. Listen, tell me you don't like that shit.
Stay down.
He read the play. He threw his guy to the side, and he fucking knocked the fucking guy down. He's trying to get up. The play's not over, bitch. This ain't college. I'm just saying. Am I wrong?
You're not.
Give credit to Ridgeway. Give credit to the refs for not throwing a goddamn flag.
Oh.
3rd and 21. Here comes a pick. Let's go.
Oh, man. I love you guys.
Devin Harper in the middle there with Stormy Jackson. There's trying to get a little pressure. They're going deep. Overthrows it. He had a second there. Tyler Coyle was back there. I don't know who was in coverage, but more from number 11 from the Chargers. But there was a two safety. It was a cover 2 cut.
Justin Kroll said that's Ridgeway. I watch him do it in Arkansas all year long.
Look at Bronson coming in there. That was more late hit than Sam Williams last week. But either way. Because he put his head down all the way. I know he kind of missed his body.
Well, I don't think Williams, it was a late hit. Wasn't it a roughing the passer?
That's what I mean. It was a roughing the passer. It was not a roughing the passer. He didn't do anything except for hit him he avoided him with the helmet, the crown. Here it comes. A little bit down, I guess you could say. But this guy had his head all the way down and he didn't call it. Fair catch it. There you go. Drummond.
Okay.
He's just
Sorry, it looked like an 8 for a second. Yeah, I'm like, what's Tolbert doing?
He's fighting for a practice squad.
Yeah, look, I agree. Scorpio is definitely a BS flag. Look, there's a lot of BS flags.
Over, baby.
I will say,
I don't know. Am I taking too much of the screen?
No. I'm gonna go throw the dog in the room or something. No, she's yelling again. Thor Thundergod said that's the exact definition of unnecessary roughness.
I mean, sure. I like the toughness. I like that. Again, he'll probably get called for it, but the play's not over yet. You can just touch him.
You know what? Some roughness is necessary. We're playing football.
Here's the thing: if you touching the guy, and what if his knees happens to be up at the last second?
Like the way I see it, he wasn't touched yet. So
man, Malik Davis runs with a strong. He reminds me of like Zeke and Pollard, like a combination of those two guys.
Asmodeus said stark contrast from the simulation last night. Again,
thank goodness.
That's why I'm really excited for the Madden 23, just because they usually tend to be at least a little bit more, I don't want to say more updated, but because it is the game that comes out now, it tends to factor in some of the preseason stuff that has already happened when they upload their stats.
I checked it last night. They are ready. They already did
the
Cowboy roster.
Pretty close.
The only guy they didn't have, Cavante Turpin.
There you go. So I'm just saying, that's what I'm trying to say, that, it is
Very
a
accurate.
little bit more accurate to what's going on.
And concepts and schemes, they also fixed what Dan Quinn did last year.
Yep.
We're not going off the 2020 defense with Mike Nolan. They still use that concept, even if Dan Quinn, maybe they blitzed more, whatever. They altered it a little bit, but they didn't really alter the defenses. We were ranked 31st, 32nd, and the run 31st overall. So they put us as a bad defense conceptually. And as the season went on, they upgraded that. But there's only so much it can really do. I believe in the new simulations we're going to see with the new Cowboy defensive kind of being we're offensive heavy supposedly in last year's and the 22 and Madden 22 simulations. This is going to be more defensively, accurate, I think. And I think we're going to see a better all-around defense and the way we play in real life here, and more realistic. Let's put it that way. A run here to Davis again for a couple yards on now a 2nd and 4, now a 3rd and 2, basically. Third and 3.
You guys are cracking me up. Danucci's already confused because you had to call that timeout there. So now it's 3rd and 3, guys. By the way, 6 minutes.
Dougie, fresh you're on.
Ticking in the 4th quarter. So again, we're looking to wrap up this game, with at least one singular preseason win, which, as we know, means that we're about to become the next Super Bowl champions, because that's how the preseason works, right? It matters that much.
For us, the last 4, I said this.
Give us a preseason trophy.
The last 12 years, Cowboys have been in the playoffs 4 times. We've won 1 game. Danucci gets out of the sack, loses the ball, gets a completion, a header shot, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Might have been the craziest play. Definitely, other than the 2 Turpin time touchdowns, that was the craziest play we've seen. So Danucci gets out of a definite sack. Great play. Then he fumbles the ball himself. Picks it up, throws it before he gets sacked at the 2-yard line. And Peyton Hendershot, the undrafted guy, gets the catch about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and gets back to the line of scrimmage, more or less, or maybe 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gets back to the line of scrimmage to create a 4th and 3. We're just going to punt here as we're now under 5 minutes. And, Anger.
I'm not sure what she was crying
one of the few starters here, although you have guys like Marquis Bell probably playing this role here in Tafua if he's in there. You got Brian Anger with the punt. Let's get a Pro Bowl punt. Not a good job there. Great job by the tackle there. But making the tackle by Shamklin, Fahoko, Story Jackson, they're all involved, but Shamklin made the tackle, I think. That's a little man there from Harvard, making the tackle. Undrafted running back. Number 32. 4:44 left to go. And again, after the game ends, we'll take some of your comments. We'll roll out the comment. Maybe we also got to do, the final. I got to give shout outs to those that made the drop the love tonight.
Go ahead and give the shout outs there real quick, guys. But while you do that, remind everybody to take a second to hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It's usually the best way to make sure you don't miss a live stream. But if you always want to keep up with MCF, hop in the Discord. Link is down below, or follow us on all social media.
Run the ball Ridgeway with he says nowhere to go.
At MyCowboysFamily everywhere. So
yeah, it looks like a fumble. They're trying to say it's a fumble. Story Jackson picked up the ball. Ridgeway just ripped this guy in 2 pieces when he bent him backwards. He definitely gives you the little extra dirty shot, cheap shot attitude. Which again, I'm not saying we should do it. I don't want to get caught for a penalty, but I understand. Listen, much love to Dwayne Broussard, the sponsor of the month. 4 in a row, going for 5. He's got the lead up there, and he's got the lead right here with 62 points in the Stream Boss. 3 of the 5 points.
Ooh.
Tafua with the almost interception.
Yeah.
Tafua's playing lights out. You can't release him. I said this last week.
Yeah.
Who are my 2 guys that you keep on the 53 right now that you might lose if you let him cut him and try to get him on the practice squad?
One of the 2.
On offense, it was Malik Davis, and on defense, it was Mike Tafua. And I stick with that. And I stay with that.
I was going to say, I have to agree with you. Again, we have a lot of good problems right now in Dallas as far as depth decisions that need to be made. That's what I'm saying.
Outside
that's a good problem
left
to
tackle.
have.
Outside of left tackle, the one spot we need the guy. Oh, they make another 3rd and 7, another fucking first down. Devin Harper involved in that. Mukwamo playing a lot better, playing the whole game, basically. He was involved in that, too. Dwayne Broussard, sponsor of the month 4 weeks in a row. He wants more. He got that 5 on it. Lead up above. Got the 62 points in the Stream Boss. Still in that yellow. Doing good. Much love to DB, the OG, the top dog. Sub it up to his channel. The link is down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe. Much love to his thanks in the video, and also the drops of love tonight. Great job by number 59, Marcavius Bryant. Definitely going to make that practice squad to keep playing like that.
So, I wanted to touch on...
Well, let me finish this. Dwayne Broussard, I just want to make sure I give him his true props.
I agree.
Same thing with Jason Renfro. He's the Cash App crown holder, the king, 2 weeks in a row going for a three-peat here. He's got the lead. So we'll see what happens. We continue there. And those are the guys. Two guys are the ones that lead the drops of love shout-outs tonight. Dwayne Broussard, Jason Renfro, much love. Clark Kent with a couple drops. Skeptical fan, always staying skeptical, moving up the board as well. Mr. Wright.
Hey!
A sack?
Sorry.
By Mike Tafua.
Tafua said to hold the fuck up.
He said, MCF is right. Let me do an interview at MCF. Because he's been rocking my side of things since the first day he saw me with Malik Davis. They should sit down with us, and we should talk about the fact that we have the best depth in the NFL. What a sack. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. I want the chat to tell me if I'm wrong about Tafua. Have I been talking about him for 3 fucking weeks? Thank you.
Right.
Tafua's making this team. I'm saying it now. Oh, he's over the line of scrimmage, number 94. No, it's a flag. It should be a flag. He was way over the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter. They get the fucking first down on 3rd and 18.
I mean,
on Tyler Coyle and Mukuamu.
That one hurts a little bit.
Give me the shout-outs here. Jason Renfro, Dwayne Broussard, Clark Kent, Skeptical Fan, Mr. Wright, King Knight 19, Dan, Greg Page, Asmodeus in the membership, and JD from DC. And
you gotta add Spock, can you save me to that list?
Spock, can you save me?
Woo, with a $5 holler. Thank you so much. And he said, who would you trade right now for legit backup left tackle or swing tackle?
The one you're going to get legit worth for? Tristan Hill. I just said it. I said it. Tristan Hill is the guy you do it, right? You agreed with me 3 times today, baby. Okay. Woohoo! Calm down because you're agreeing with me. It's all right. I'm sorry, baby. Your eyes of anger.
Because when you say things like that, you make me want to, on principle, disagree with you.
I get you. Yeah.
I want to disagree on principle.
Oh, my goodness.
Tristan Hill's not going anywhere. You're not trading him. Tafua needs to get off this team. Gone. Cut.
Mike Davis, forget him. He sucks.
Forget you, Mike Davis.
I love you, baby. I love you. Thank you for the love.
Oh.
As a run here, good job there by Quandre Mosley, I think, number 39, doing this thing again. Again, had a couple bad plays, up and down, but had a couple good plays, for sure.
But yeah, as we hit the 2-minute warning, I want to answer Spock the Staging question.
Yes.
Again, there's layers to it in the sense that you have to trade away a player who we have depth at that position. And I
get my answer, Tristan Hill.
And realistically speaking, there's only 1 or 2 positions where I feel like we can even afford to have that discussion.
An interior defensive tackle is one of those spots.
One of them.
Because of Golston and DeMarcus Lawrence playing inside, that adds 2 kind of players on passing downs. You just need 3 or 4 guys. Yep. 4 guys for your rundown specifically.
The thing about Tristan Hill is that he is, at least for the moment,
viable.
Cheap.
True. Cheap and doing well.
Well, that's what I'm trying to
say. Those 2 things are a viable trade piece.
Trade bait,
you get
it's very tempting for teams because, obviously you have to still think about either something long term or whatever, but that can obviously be figured out after he plays the season.
And so a year to check him out for
plenty of time to work
an extra left tackle. You might not, again, it's important, but there's teams that are willing to take a chance for Tristan Hill, who's got that second round talent and showing stuff here. So that's, I think you don't have a different answer than Tristan Hill. That's it?
No. Like I said, there's no there's barely any spots where, like I said, all the depth that we have I want to keep. Forget it here. That's the point.
No,
I'm not
it's a hard choice, but that's the question.
So and again, there's only one position that would make me even consider that, which is O-line. A tackle.
Yeah, left tackle.
So
you could just pick up Darrell Williams if you don't want to trade for one, but yeah.
Like I said, the Cowboys somehow did something that I didn't think was even going to be possible, which just made me feel better about the receiver situation. Again, not saying I'm still 100% comfortable with it, but I definitely feel better about it. I see some of the things that they were alluding to, right? Still have a lot more questions.
Still some questions, but at least it's something you can still say we can still roll with for 4 to 6 weeks with the amount of guys we have there.
The only thing that makes it justifiable is knowing what's going to happen with Michael Gallup.
Right.
No matter what.
And even to a smaller extent, much smaller extent, James Washington, another veteran in the mix.
Honestly,
he's like a T.Y. Hilton at this point, so you get him back, all right.
Don't get mad at me.
Low budget.
Forgot he was even on the team. That's
exactly.
it.
He's injured the whole time.
Not just that, but the whole reason I thought we got Washington was, again, to help pad that Michael Gallup absence. He's going to be hurt during the whole time. By the time he comes back, Gallup will be back before him, probably. So why are we even having this discussion? James Washington, thank you for your service, but
he's going to make the team.
I'm just saying, he's going to have to fight for a spot once all the receivers are healthy, because what do you think is going to happen after 6 to 8 weeks of some of these other young guys getting time on the field, as second, third, fourth receivers. Like, they're going to also improve and stuff. So James Washington is going to have to kind of, prove that he kind of deserves to be part of that. Yeah. He'll be part of the mix no matter what. But he's definitely losing reps and playtime, guaranteed. And you get other guys, someone's going to take over a little bit
other
more.
Guys, I mean, are going to be, yes, they're younger guys and more inexperienced, but are guys that are just better.
Injuries create opportunities.
You can count on these guys more than a guy who's always injured. Right now, he's injured every day in camp.
And of course, you know what happens.
He's out for a while.
Of course, if someone
else throw to the end zone. Good attempt by 36. Taylor Saint. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm fighting the urge to sneeze. I know. I'm sorry.
It's like the whole. It's been going on since
I know what's going to happen.
The second quarter. But by the way, this guy here, he's trying to get practice squad time. The guy just dropped the pass. Tafua up in the air. I got to know what the chat's thinking about Tafua because but I want to say, maybe before you go there, I want to make a big shout out to this guy, Jason. You got that old school jersey, brother. Yes, Jason Renfro with a dollar holly said, "Go Cowboys! Good Cowboys win. Great defense tonight, and go Cowboys!" As they try to get in the end zone, they do not. Marquis Bell with a great hit, stopping him a yard short though to make it again. It's 1st and goal. It's 3rd and 4. It's not Marquis Bell's fault. It's not Jason Renfro's fault. He's got that 5-4. Sam Williams. Right now, he's still always repping that Randy White, the Manster. Much love to Jason Renfro with a dollar holler as they go 1st and goal. Bell stays with his guy. Good. Tafua, a lineman, had the 47. Story Jackson was standing out of bounds, not covering anybody. He lost coverage. I know it looks like it's Tafua's fault. Tafua's a defensive lineman, an edge rusher. Yeah, he's not in coverage.
Yeah, weird seeing him in coverage.
Let's watch this play. Look at him. Here it is. Look. He's got the guy. I guess it is his guy. No, it's not. Story Jackson's guy. Story Jackson went out of bounds. Look, he lost.
Tafua read the play and started adapting accordingly. Before that, he was kind of just like moving down the line.
Up here, and Tafua is not even a linebacker. Tafua up here.
Yeah, you gotta kind of give him credit there.
They're going for 2, by the way. 30.
That was definitely not something he normally has to do. So
Great
they're going
job.
for 2 here.
But he's agile enough to do it. It's a hold. It has to be a hold. They didn't call it anything.
So.
2 points.
They
got
it.
32-18 if it counts, which I think it does.
So
let me get the score worked up here as you get the comments.
William Bernie said, "I'm ordering my Turpin jersey as we speak."
Do not do that. No, he's gonna change the number.
I think we're at 10 or 11 penalties.
I don't know. Let me get the score right. 18 is it?
If I'm doing my math right, 10 or 11.
So 32-18. I can just check it for you.
So thank you, baby. Skeptical fan said garbage time. So
yeah, I mean, it's not about the. Hey, my man, I know he loves I know he loves the final score stuff, and hey, let's win it. We're gonna win it, but it's not about that. No injuries. We won. We had some really good showings from some of our guys that we were not sure about. Still got to see more, but Turpin is on his team. Those doubters, those that doubted, and I know some names. I love you guys, but you guys admitted it's Turpin time, and he's the guy. He's making his team. I don't know what the fuck his number's gonna be. It's not 2, so don't order your jersey. Turpin, keep an eye on him.
Yeah, William Bernie said, we're just probably going to take a knee here. So, I'm sorry. I can't fight anymore. I'll be right
Jeez.
back. No, I'm trying not to sneeze on stream.
Penalties, 8 still for 57 yards. You hear?
Yes.
8 penalties still. So, good 8, the same 8 we had when we checked in the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. We haven't got a penalty for almost 2 quarters. So, good job with the discipline by the younger guys. All right, well. Whether we do or don't, it's a better game of penalties, right? We cut them down even more than half, right? We had 17 last time. We got 8. William Grant, we grant you a good day, a good night almost here. 1 o'clock in the East Coast is about, but thank you. Welcome to the family here, My Cowboys Family. We rep that star for everything. Here we go. At least, football related here on this channel. You know how we do. We try to keep all the other things out of it. It's about family, the love for football, but mainly about this Dallas Cowboys star. You see it, the silver, the navy blue silver too, that star over everything. And I'm repping TD, Tony Dorsett, the old school jersey. You know the deal, man. When I was growing up, this was the best running back in the world to me. My favorite player initially is Ed Too Tall Jones, number 72. I'm going to get that jersey one day. And then, of course, to me, old school, Tony Dorsett, Ed Too Tall Jones, Emmitt Smith, and later on, they were the guys that took over. We're taking that victory formation. The game's over. Cowboys win it. Hit up that chat, baby. Let's have a little one-on-one with the family here. I finished my this is a heavy beverage. I'm talking about, these are like 6 shots in each of these. So I'm like 12 into this thing. So again, I'm feeling good. Hopefully you guys feeling good out there with our performance. And it's good, bad, and ugly and everything. We'll talk about it all week long. some video clips, some things to, two quick ones too. It's not like a 10-minute thing. We're talking about family stuff. We're not even talking. You're seeing the things that we're seeing with maybe a little word here, word there, and some of our thoughts in writing. But you guys make the decision. You guys comment. And, we're going to take things, not just practices or training camps, but this game itself.
That's just the cherry on top, MCF. Big Boss Man saying, wow, that's the first road preseason win in 10 years.
Remember, 12 years, we have one win. In 12, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. One win, 12 years when we've made the playoffs. So this is, maybe not a great thing, but we won a game, and again, first road win in 10 years.
Before I hit up the chat, I wanted to touch on one thing real quick, because like you said, the one thing about preseason is that it's not even about the team aspect. It's very much about the individual aspect.
Yeah. And
2 individuals tonight, I'm going to compare for a second here. Will Grier finished 6 out of 10, 98 yards, 9 rush yards, 0 interceptions, a 92.9 quarterback rating.
So one incompletion.
Rush was 3 for 6.
50%.
32 yards with the 66 quarterback rating. So, now again, unfortunately, Rush definitely got the short end of the stick with Tolbert, missing that touchdown or whatever, but I still think that overall, you definitely saw Will Grier do what he had to do to keep himself
in the competition
as the Cowboys' favorite to continue to... Again, we knew from the... It's kind of like how DiNucci was always a favorite, even though the Cowboys still went the other way. Like, DiNucci was still very much like their favorite.
On their
Will
team.
Grier is absolutely the favorite.
Let me tell you something.
He's just continuing to work his way into that discussion. He's proving that now, not just because the Cowboys
So here's the way we have to look at it. When we talk about quarterback, there's a good start of a breakdown here. As we're breaking out here. But
just a quick one.
Yeah, but there's other positions we can talk about. And I want to hear what the family says. But here's the thing about quarterback. Dak Prescott, starter, obviously. The backup is one of the two going to survive. It's not going to be both of them. DiNucci, again, and I'm not saying he can't do this. I think DiNucci's a practice squad. But I do see Will Grier DiNucci-like. And that's what they like. That's what McCarthy likes. That's what Kellen Moore likes to use.
Yeah, DiNucci could throw the ball properly. He'd probably have...
the backup spot.
Yeah.
But the thing is, DiNucci is kind of like out there, wily. That's what you're seeing from Will Grier, but he's a better version of DiNucci. So, again, even what we saw tonight, better version of DiNucci means that they like you better. And I agree with you. Even though it's a tight race, the winner will be the favorite, which is the one. And I don't mean the favorite, which is Cooper Rush, the experienced guy who won a game. He gets cut. He's getting picked up by someone.
Yeah, I guarantee said Grier did a little better than what he'd played, than what he had before. Like, he looked,
I still got to see more, right? Next week's going to be huge. To me, here's what I would say. Fuck DiNucci. Don't even play him. Play him for a drive at the end of the game. One drive. But not even that. You know why? Because this is a battle for a job. No one's going to pick him up if you cut him. Mm-hmm. But Will Grier will be picked up or Cooper Rush will be picked up. So you got to put... Everybody knows it. It's no secret. So you look at it and you say, okay, let's put both these guys out there and let's see if we can, give them a half each. You get Cooper Rush... And then you get a quarter. I say, go Will Grier first. Put the pressure on them. I want to see them against the best they got over there in the first quarter and a half, and then in the second quarter and a half, in the meaning third and half of the fourth, Cooper Rush goes, and then that last quarter, the last half quarter you put DiNucci in, whatever. Like the first half quarter you put Dak in. In that last game. So that's the way the quarterback thing goes. You let them battle it out. We know DiNucci is going to make the practice squad. We know Dak's a starter. But those two guys got to get the most snaps against the best they got. So, yeah, give them every other series. I don't know what to say.
Skeptical Fan and William Bernie both said they changed their Cowboys record predictions based on Turpin.
Wow. So that's much of a... that's a difference maker, a momentum changer. And that could make a momentum changer in your league. Have I not been talking about his abilities since the beginning? I know I've had some doubters. But I think that we kind of clarified that
if
that
a
he's
field goal
too good.
Can be the difference between you winning a game and losing a game,
returning is as
having
well.
A player like Turpin able to return with that type of intensity could be the difference between you winning or losing a game. I'm just saying, like, his points on the board or his field position to get you even a field goal, like all of that
get you
matters.
Momentum.
You remember? Oh my God, I'm mixing up the years, so I'm not going to say exactly what year, but I know there was one year where our special team situation, as far as kickoffs and even punt returns and stuff, was like especially bad. Like, we could not get more than 10 yards, if that, on a good day. Yeah. Just saying, like, we started almost every drive on like the 10-yard line, and we had to make it yards down the field.
Well, a lot of the kickoffs were Tony Pollard and some bad coaching, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was necessarily even recent years, but I know it was during
I'm talking about the last couple.
Prescott era.
And the thing is this, that's one thing. Even with that, you didn't have any dynamic returners. Yeah. Now, CeeDee Lamb is good, but we know he's a receiver first. And even though he's good at kind of like Des Bryant as a returner, right?
Turpin is giving us everything that Jason Garrett wanted Tavon Austin to be.
Yeah, well, yeah. But here's the thing I'm saying. I mean, how do you feel? Like, I know how I felt, even with CeeDee Lamb sometimes, Cedric Wilson, and other returners that we've had back there, even Tavon Austin. To me, I have no fear. And some of you guys haven't been around football long enough to understand that I have no fear in Turpin fumbling a punt or a kickoff. Like, he has such smoothness to his catching on kickoffs and punts that usually, guys, Cedric Wilson a couple times, this bullshit.
I know.
That shit makes my heart exit my asshole. I'm just being honest. And so I don't have that. I have no feeling like that with Turpin. That right there is winning half the battle to me. As a fan, you give me one less heart attack. But then, as far as, he can get hit, get hurt. He knows how to take the hits. We saw that last week. Today, well, you know what happened. The rest of the story, Turpin just turning it Turpentine time. I mean, it's great. I love it. He gives you the extra energy you need, and like you said, you made a great point. You have a kicker that gets you points, a solid kicker. You got yourself a damn good electric returner. Even as a kicker, it's one thing. To get the game winner, of course, is electric. It was very few times. Punt returner, kick returner, at all times could be electric. They can change it, things even more than a kicker.
Yep.
And that's why I believe from the beginning, well, don't count him as a receiver, although he'll be utilized some gadgetry by Kellen Moore. Look at him as a returner. At first, definitely punts. As you see kickoffs, why even put Pollard back there? Why you fucking around? Exactly. Turpin is a starting, because Turpin was the backup. He was the starter punt returner, and Tolbert there behind him. But he was the backup kickoff returner. People don't understand that. Tony Pollard's a starter. He lost that job today, which is a good thing. When you're using him at receiver and trying to maybe use him a little more, Kellen Moore, as a running back. Anyways, have at it, baby.
No, just because I know, before we get into any more of these discussions, because I know, some people are heading to bed, so have a great night.
Yes,
but
much
real
love.
Quick.
Rep that star, baby.
Most important.
Injuries.
No injuries as far as we can tell, except for one tiny little one.
Uh-oh.
But
all right,
he came back out onto the field at some point.
That's good news.
But he still looked a little banged up. But Marquis Bell seemed to have hopped off the field for a second. But some people are saying that he kind of, why did he come back in if we saw him, hop off the field?
We'll see if it's a low-grade sprain
whatever injuries,
or bone bruise
whatever injuries happen in this game are all minor.
Good.
Major... Guys,
so again, bumps and bruises.
That is the real cherry on top. Exactly. Any injuries are going to be hopefully bumps and bruises.
I'll be officially happy when we hear the official issues.
I know.
Right?
I'm just
these things turn into a 3-week injury, and you're like, fuck. There we go.
By the way, Cavante Turpin definitely did what he had to do because his helmet and pads were all off for the second half. So he was done.
Yeah.
After that,
they've seen enough. He's too good to put back. He's a starter. And you say, well, he's not a starter and receiver. He's not a defensive. He's a starter in special teams.
Oh, this is interesting.
Let's hear it.
Applause went out in the Chargers-Cowboys crowd at SoFi Stadium as the video board finally turned on in the third fucking quarter. Fans were just staring at 70,000 square feet of black screen.
You can bet one thing, Jerry Jones won't do that. He'd make sure that thing's working.
Oh.
But the talent sometimes a little lacking. Today, not lacking at all.
That cracks me up.
Depth-wise.
So
you guys are funny in there.
So
we gotta give love to some Fossil.
I mean, guys, this is what I mean. Tom Downey, you know who Tom Downey is?
Yes.
He literally said an hour ago, not to overreact, but Cavante Turpin might be the greatest returner in NFL history. Okay. That's what I mean by when I say that I'm seeing these things. It's not even us, the fans, saying it. It's other people in the NFL sphere saying.
Is it Tom Downey from the TV?
Yeah. He's the.
Oh no! He's from YouTube, baby. He's one of us.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, not even in the YouTube. Again, he's a fan basically. So yeah, you got that one wrong. But,
okay, there you go. That's.
But baby, guess what? You go to any analyst, they're saying Turpin's the real deal. So sorry, you got a mistake there.
But look, I saw actual analysts.
Yes.
That's
what I'm trying to say.
First saw saying it.
Yeah, but no, you didn't. You saw that here, My Cowboys Family.
About Turpin being the best ever of all time?
Jesus, baby.
That's what I was trying to say.
Baby, he's overreacting. Chill out. He's making a joke. My point is that, again, as a Cowboy, you got a great showing there from him. And let's keep it going forward. But again, the smoothness he has, he makes the team. I'm not going to say he's the best returner of all time. No.
Yeah, that's...
He's joking. Just want to make sure I clarify. He's joking, and again, not over. He's kind of saying this was what you do.
I know, but now you're gonna force me to go and screenshot all the actual people that are legitimately saying this shit.
I'm telling you that I agree with you. They're not saying he's the best returner ever, but they're saying that that's some of the best return shit you've seen in a while when it comes to like 2 in the first half and his ability to do that. But yes, baby, he's making a joke.
Exactly. Jeremy Slade, what's up? Much love.
Yeah, the man.
So again, not sure what's going on there. You know,
what happened?
As far as we can see on our side, everything's working, I guess. It's probably something maybe on your YouTube side, but just glad to have you here in the chat, Jeremy.
Mr. Slade in the house.
Yeah, Skeptical fans, it's just the way that Turpin makes cuts.
Yes. He knows how to feel the blocking, but also knows how to, when he gets hit, because then that's the biggest issue. You know, he's 5'7", 158.
That's the thing, that even when he gets hit,
he knows how to take the hit.
I call him a pinball.
Yeah, you did. You said he's a pinball.
So
he knows
Chelsea Elizabeth, have
move.
a great night. Raymond Solis, again, I hope Cowboys go 14-2, but even I have to say that's a little optimistic. But
especially with the start we have with some tough teams and some guys down. We know we're going to be down Gallup and Washington and a couple others.
Realistically speaking, I want to have a winning season. I want to be, first in the East without question, right? But once we get to the playoffs, what you did in the regular season does not matter. So for me, I want our postseason to have a little more success than just 1-0 or 1-1 or 1 and whatever. That's what I want.
I agree.
So
I hear you.
We see Cowboy Station, what's up? Turpin the next to Sean Jackson. Oh man, you guys are getting crazy there. Skeptical fan said his side was glitching a little too, huh? That's weird.
That's weird. We didn't see anything on our side. Let me double check.
Well, I guess that's only one thing to do there, baby. Give me a second. What?
No, I'm just. I said nothing.
I just said, let me check it on my side.
Let me try this. It looks good on my side, guys. Sorry. I just don't want to waste our last couple of minutes checking on this.
Okay.
It's working. It's good. It might have been. It's working now, at least. Let's put it that way.
All right, so let me see here.
Hit up the chat, baby, as we get ready to roll out in a little bit. But I don't mind talking a little bit of football here.
That's fine. So
if you guys are ready.
Cowboy
if you guys want us to talk football,
Greer's our number 2. Dallas coming 92 said it. Super Bowl. Like, that's the goal. So, let me see. Going back a little bit more here. Juan Garces is saying, Cooper Rush had more reps with the starters, though. So, like, as far as the whole
that's
Will
Greer,
Greer,
that's why I say
discussion.
that's why I want to see Will Greer with the starters next week.
I mean, they did give him the starters for like a drive, starters for a drive or two. He had Tolbert out there.
Preseason starters.
That's why I said,
the real starters aren't there. Yeah.
So,
Oh, baby.
Even Cooper Rush in the chat, I was checking it.
Oh, what happened?
The other way to check it.
My Cowboys wife, said, this is my channel.
There you go.
$2 holler. You don't get on the board for that.
No, but you owe me a Snickers. So
I gave you more than that.
I should have just said, this is my channel and you owe me a Snickers.
There you go. You forgot to add. You should drop a
little
little too.
Yeah, no.
It works if anybody. I don't know what. Is there an issue there? Let me just.
Just kidding. Again, I was just checking because they were saying it wasn't going through. So I figured that was the easiest way to check if it was going through or not.
Well, again, appreciate everybody here.
Plus, I figured Dwayne Broussard would appreciate Sam Williams a little bit better. Just
than Dante Fowler, 56.
Look, at that point, I'm making jokes. But you know what? Let's kind of touch on it. I have a question for you guys. Question for the chat as we wrap things up. So, outside of Turpin time, what was the highlight for you in this game? Give me your top 3.
Well, how about we go with like
you
8 penalties for 57 yards?
Okay,
that's a positive.
Great.
That's a positive. But in player wise,
for me, O-line.
Okay.
The outside of Turpin, O-line. Like, I was worried about what I was going to see, and while I still believe and still fully agree left tackle is a problem, I think McGovern has shown enough that I'm confident with him as our kind of backup guard, right? I think Tyler Smith, again, the fact that we even had a discussion about Tyler Smith not being the starter is stupid, but Tyler Smith is a starter. He's going to get it done.
A left guard, yes.
If anything, I think I need to see more from Terrence Steele, maybe, but
he's the starter at right tackle.
He's the starter regardless, so I don't know what we're going to be seeing there.
I think you can see the starters next week, and even Dak maybe play a drive.
We'll have to see, but my point is that we saw what we needed to see from them, and we saw them do it better.
Josh Ball was a little better today.
You know, and that's what I'm saying, like, across the board.
Right? Josh Ball's a little better. Is he good enough, though?
Josh Ball was better.
But that's still, to me, that's still the, and I'm not, you know, we'll talk about
left
it.
Tackle
We talked about a quarterback already.
Yeah.
But when we move to offensive line, I want to touch on a couple different position battles, and what the chat is saying, of course, as well. But when you look at offensive line, although I do feel better, I agree with you. Farniok, don't forget about Farniok.
Cowboys Nation said, hey, Kelvin Joseph looked pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to get to the defense, too. I mean, he was all right. Again, DaRon Bland, I still think is in front of him. I think Kelvin Joseph and Nahshon Wright are good. I mean, you think about our backups. DaRon Bland, Nahshon Wright, Kelvin Joseph. Those are three good backups to have. Again, backups are not starters. But here's although some of them could be starters, who knows? The thing I'm saying, let me get back to the offensive line. And like you brought up, that's one of the biggest things. I do like when the starters are there, we're going to be a top 10 offensive line. Not a top 3 like we used to be, but a top 10. When all the starters are there, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Steele, Biadasz, and Tyler Smith. He's not officially a starter. He will be at left guard. But then you got, you know, Farniok playing that backup center, and he could play some guard stuff. You have Connor McGovern, who's starter fullback, I would say, like you said. But also better right guard backup behind Zach Martin. Can also play backup left guard to Tyler Smith. So right there you got the interior solidified, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
But then you look at tackles, and that's what the fucking problem is.
And that's why I said tackle is still a problem, even though Ball.
Well, I'm saying, this is not about the starters. We know about the starters. This is about what you're talking about tonight's game. And again, I like that there was an improvement, but is it enough? So when it comes to tackles, I didn't see too much Isaac Alarcon. We'll get more, but he played against literally the Benvenucci's. All right, let me put it that way. People understand. He had only reps with Danucci. That to me, maybe a little bit with Greer for a little while. You good?
Go to sleep.
See, she's already planning it. It's here live. You guys know. There's no glitching out now, is it? So anyway.
I had to. I did it for the chat. Sorry,
they want me to shut up? All right.
No. They're saying the look I was giving you, I'm going to smother you with the pillow tonight. I'm just like,
that's a lot of drinking. So it's all right. I got it. All I'm saying is that when you get the tackles, then you got, to me, past Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele, then what do you got? You got Josh Ball. He's, not Chaz Green.
I forgot.
Is that a compliment? I don't know.
What's his first name?
Avante Collins.
Avante, there we go.
He's on the right tackle. I mean, he's not really getting left tackle spots, looks. You got Isaac Alarcon. I'm just saying, anything you feel positive about? Because I don't. The best positive thing is probably Tyler Smith, left tackle. Connor McGovern as the left guard. And that is, even though it's a less of a downgrade overall, on the left side, it's a bigger downgrade.
Yeah. One of the things about preseason is that I think it's also supposed to illuminate. And I think it's illuminated. We still need something at left tackle. Like, leaving a bit to be desired there.
Yeah.
So kind of one more
game.
Moving on from that,
Yeah.
Again, tight end
wise,
receiver. They obviously didn't do all that much, but I think Ferguson, like you said, is definitely working his way up the ranks and has definitely overstepped McEwen as the third tight end.
Was basically the backup today. With Peyton Hendershot, I think getting more looks because they want to see what he can do with better competition. Not that's more. McEwen is still in front of him. I think it's more between him and Sprinkle. Sprinkle's hurt out with the Achilles, so again, that could be just if they take 4 tight ends, which they probably will. It's really not we know the 3 starters: Dalton Schultz. I think Ferguson is number 2 eventually, will be, if not already, and then Sean McEwen. But then that 4th one, who is it? Special teams got to be able to play. Sprinkle's really good at special teams. How's Peyton Hendershot? That's the tiebreaker right there.
And Ferguson again at all.
And reliability too. Reliability.
Yeah.
Think about that. Reliability from an injured guy with an Achilles or a guy who can be a little more active on tight end if need be, because he's better tight end receiver than Sprinkle is. Peyton Hendershot, I mean. But yeah, like you said, Ferguson's the big name there, I think.
Exactly. Receiver-wise,
really
again,
gone above and beyond.
TJ Vasher has basically, like we said, kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
but even outside of that, Tolbert has had, whether his fault or not, it's not about pointing fingers necessarily, but he has not shined. I think, he doesn't shine the way that I think we saw him shining so far in some of the practices and stuff.
And what we expected from him, right?
Is this last game going to be the Goldilocks, right? First one too cold, this one a little too hot, this one's going to be just right. So we'll have to see. something else, we also saw, like, no Houston today. Like, we, honestly, again, today...
He always disappears.
Not just that, but today was about running the ball. That's the thing, too. Like, we haven't talked about it, but because the O-line was doing so well, I think the Cowboys really pushed the run game to its limits.
Rico Dowdle, great job. Malik Davis, great job.
Remember the stats I brought up earlier? Yeah. Like, even if you combine the actual passes that were made, we basically passed the ball, like, 22 times, 23 times.
Yeah,
like,
when you add it together.
That's a joke! That's a joke.
Very little compared to the runs, right? The
Probably
running,
do that in one quarter with Dak and Kellen Moore together.
Rico Dowdle played great as our number. He's our number 3 behind Zeke and Pollard, and then you had Malik Davis playing. I think he played himself into a 53 spot.
Exactly.
Here,
Skeptical
guys.
fan, have a great night. Take it easy, man. Much love.
And remember McGovern, and much love, Skeptical. Remember McGovern's the fullback, so we don't even need Ryan Nall. He's out for the year anyways. The only guys that you look at is someone like Shamklin, who probably plays practice squad role there.
Yeah. So, again, receiver-wise, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like I said, when you don't really pass that much, there's not much to say. And like I said, the guy who had the most opportunities was him. Who's 80 again?
Brandon Smith.
Just saying, he had one or two nice plays, practice squad,
practice squad, solidification for him. It's more about,
Braylon,
Drummond drops out a little
defense, bit. Had a similar, in the sense of, he's not going to make the team, but he puts something on tape. Is it Bryant? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Big Cat.
There we go.
Well, anyway, 59. But the thing is, for the Cowboys on the receiver spot, I agree, no one stood out, except for Turpin as a returner. Mm-hmm. He's classified as a receiver as well. So, I mean, that could be your extra. You could have a 7th receiver if you look at Turpin in that way, as a special team specialist, like a CJ Goodwin type.
And when we're talking running backs here, I mean, guys, baby, there's not much to talk about the receivers.
No, I just didn't get my 2 cents on it, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know there was more to add.
Well, there is. Dennis Houston, to me, kind of disappeared a little bit, but also I think it's more the quarterback issue than it was a Dennis Houston issue, because he's looked great in camp with Dak Prescott, and I think that's the bigger thing that we don't see during these 2 games in Dennis Houston. Fehoko to me played as well as he did last week. He did a couple nice plays. He did great in camp in the scrimmages. So to me, Fajoko's right where he should be. Noah Brown not playing, could that be something that hampers him? I don't think he's not going to be off the team. He's a special team specialist and done a lot this preseason, and off season. In training camp, I should say. So it really comes down to like Vasher and who's the other guys here? I mean, I don't even count Turpin. It's more about Vasher, Fehoko, Dennis Houston. I mean, to me, Fehoko and Dennis Houston, they're good. It's more, it's more about Vasher's like the odd man out.
Cowboy Station said Houston's on the team. That's why they didn't play him.
Yeah, exactly.
They were saving him.
They play a lot less of him. I think that's why you see more of the issue
again,
here. The loser is Vasher.
The guy, and the loser, not just that, but Tolbert. Like, that also shows you that Tolbert's the one that needs
more work,
more reps, and more work.
I think it's that rookie, the adaptation is taking him a little longer. The growing pains are going to take longer for him, and that's something the Cowboys had to be prepared for. I don't blame Tolbert. I blame the front office for not preparing properly. Whatever the reason, whether it's because we're going with too many young guys and question marks, or we didn't have enough veterans here. James Washington or better is what I'm trying to say. Whatever. The point is, that's the offense.
Yeah.
Good
roundabout. And again, I don't want to linger too long on this because, like I said, only good things to say about the running backs to the point where we're talking about the Cowboys making an extra roster spot to keep Davis because he's that good.
And it plays again. You got to think he's also great at special teams.
Obviously have made it, but Dowdle,
He's the number 3.
He would have made it last year if it wasn't for the injury,
exactly.
obviously.
Dowdle's active every week. You see Malik Davis might be inactive sometimes.
And the way that Davis is playing, again, it's similar to some of the other guys that we've talked about, mainly on defense. He's playing too good to let him go.
Right. And that's Tafua on defense.
I don't know how you make these decisions, but he is playing too good to just say, sorry, man, we got to let you go.
Now, on special teams, of course, the only name that matters. I mean, you saw the kicking battle. It was all right. It was from
like I said, Maher had the chance to win that battle and he didn't. So we're literally back to where we were before the start of this game, which
Liram hit his extra point and his field goal. So I mean, look, it's even still. No, nothing there secured to me. Just about
Cowboys are only
who kicked the
more
longest.
And more to convince me that we're just gonna have no kickers on the team. But I mean,
maybe go for it on 4th down. I'm telling you, we're gonna go for it on 4th down more than you think. We're gonna go for 2-point conversions more than you think. Watch that. Watch it. And I don't mind it. Let's go for it. Let's fuck it.
You know what happens when you miss a kick? Field position's the same as if you didn't, go for it on 4th down.
Oh, and that's an extra point. You just don't want to miss one of those.
I guess, but if you're going to go for 2, I'm just saying, we're going to go for 2, because guess what? We're probably going to miss it.
There's going to be points in the game when we need that field goal. There's going to be points in a game, at the end of a game, when we need the extra point. And Oh, man. I just hope it does. I don't know.
The Cowboys are doing this to themselves. Anyway.
Agreed. That's what I'm trying to say, front office. So going on the special teams, it's about Cavante Turpin. Solidified. He not only is a punt returner, which was the expectation, but obviously a kickoff returner. He has it both in a half, a kickoff return, a punt return.
Yep.
Touchdown. So great job by Turpin. Knows how to take the hits, knows how to find the lanes, knows when to turn on the jets. He's your quintessential specialist. As a returner, I don't give a fuck if he's the water boy outside of returning. You keep him on the team because he can change the game like that and win you games this year. So Turpin stays. He's out there. Returner-wise, we're good. Kickoff, punter. We got Anger. We're good. Pro bowler. We're good other than the kicker battle. Special teams is going to be special teams. We'll see how that turns out. Bones, much love to him, at least on that. Now,
Defense. The D-line. Again, I mean, they had a great game. Run stop was, I think, once again, consistently improved from last year. We're seeing, whatever tweaks or things that Dan Quinn has done, I think we're seeing it.
Yes.
Overall, I think the worst part was... This is defensively the same problem. You can't really put, not a D-line specific thing, but obviously a factor here. Too many third down conversions. Like, that's one problem.
Definitely.
That last week we saw, this week we saw. Obviously, that's more of a, we'll touch on that
more. We saw it
more.
last year.
I'm hoping once we see the film, we'll kind of start seeing
the breakdowns,
where that issue is.
Because
I still
this
think
week, guys,
overall,
remember.
I'm pretty sure we kept them to less than 100 yards. Just saying, like,
yeah, we'll check that.
That's what I'm saying. But still, the run stopping was good. Anybody stand out to you in particular on the D-line? Because, again, I think Sam Williams, after that penalty, I think he kind of got a talking to on the sideline, was out for a play or two.
77 yards, by the way, for the Chargers on defense.
That's pretty good.
Ran for 115.
That's pretty good. So what I'm kind of back to the Williams thing, like he did better after that penalty.
I agree.
Again, even though we only had the one sack, still saw consistent pressure. Again, Fowler kept getting held by the seat of his pants. Basham kept getting held.
There was 2 sacks because Tristan Hill gets a sack for the strip sack.
True. Good point.
And recovery. So Tristan Hill played very well, and he can make a point to either make the team, for sure make the team, or get traded for some help at a tackle spot. Possibly, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
That could be a role for him if there's too much inside. So again, like we said, Osa and Gallimore, we know the starters, but then you get to a rotation of like specialists. Bohanna played well. Ridgway played dirty. He gave you a little bit of that glass eater mentality, so we like that. Again, I like both guys. I want to see the battle. I don't know if both guys make it, but the loser probably makes the practice squad. We'll see how that goes.
I think we were talking about that earlier. Bohanna is not a guy that you're going to get away with.
Played great last week.
Stashing on the practice squad, but Ridgway...
True.
I didn't want to interrupt you when you brought that up.
True.
But I know I wasn't the only one that, like, I was thinking it and I didn't say it, but I know I saw a few people in the chat mention it.
And that's true. Maybe he slips by, but that's a risk because he adds the attitude we need with this star. I'm sorry. I know sometimes it gets dirty, gets chippy, might get a flag, but you know what? We need that edge. That's my opinion on Ridgway. Bohanna gives you solid play as well.
Big Bossman said the biggest plus was less penalties, which
big plus, right?
Yeah, and
that's the thing
a lot
I let
of that
off
has
with.
to go with the O-line.
8 penalties.
But yeah, a lot of that has to do with the defense as well, though. Defense.
So discipline
better.
Yeah, offense had more penalties than defense, and less penalties. But again, as we move to I'm trying to say defensive line, of course.
Yeah.
We talked about Carlos Watkins even had a couple nice plays, but then you go to the edge, and I think to me you see. Basham played solid for his role in there. I know Gallimore played inside a little bit, but Basham played well. What's his name? I know Armstrong was out today. Of course, he's a starter.
Falua?
No, I wasn't going to talk about him, but the other starter, the guy Fowler, played very well. I
thought you mentioned Fowler already.
Yeah, and then you even have. I forgot his name, but I know that the rookie Sam Williams played fantastic outside of that penalty to the face as an edge rusher. I'm just talking about edge rushers now, and then to me, the guy when you talk about the guy who made a jump from the practice squad levels to like the 53, I think Mike Tafua, number 52, undrafted rookie from Utah. I think he's the guy that made to me a big mark. I think you're going to see him play more against better talent next week against Seattle. See where he sits because he's in that bubble, and I think he's a damn good special teams player. And you see, he gives you that energy, the high motor on defense, and he can even.
Thank you for summing it up.
Much love. Welcome to the family here in MCF. Appreciate you and all yours. But yeah, again, I think that you see with Tafua, his ability even in that touchdown against him, which was the fault of Story Jackson on the bubble there at linebacker. He's the reason why you're seeing. He can even cover a little bit. He gives you that short range coverage ability. He's still stuck with his guy, no problem, and he even made it up for Story Jackson overrunning it out of bounds for him. So I love Tafua at 52. I love the fact we have like 12 guys on this front defensive line that can make this team. Gonna have some major cuts here, some real guys we're gonna lose. We'll see how that goes because Chauncey Golston plays inside, outside. Dorrance Armstrong can play a little inside. We know DeMarcus Lawrence on pass rushes plays inside. So we have a lot of guys that can play inside, and we have like 7 guys at defensive tackle. So that's gonna be decision making. And I'm going through everything.
I know that's why I said it was just supposed to be touching on a few things, but
the linebacker and then corner and then back and then corners and safeties. To me, linebackers, we know the starting 3 guys are. I think Jabril Cox played pretty well. He could have played better.
Like I think he played okay.
Yeah, number 14.
Still working his way back in. So that's
I agree. I agree with that. I think he was I think it was at all locations though, in the right spots. Even if he didn't make the tackle, he missed the tackle. He made the player slow down, and the rest of the defense was able to attack him and make the play anyways. No big plays came from his 3 missed tackles, whatever it may have been. So I like Jabril Cox, what he's showing us, right? Again, LV, Micah, the man, he's dominating. Anthony Barr did not play tonight, but again, I think he'll be fine with the starters there in that rotation. When you look at the other guys like Luke Gifford, I think he had a pretty solid game for Luke Gifford. And then you go behind that, that's when you start looking at the Devin Harpers, who I think, again, as a 6th-round pick rookie, played well. Was in a lot of the plays involved. Story Jackson, to me, drops a little bit. I'm being honest. He had a good player, too. Had more bad plays. Number 47. Malik Jefferson, he was all right. Again, not enough to make the 53, you see. I'm saying with those guys. Devin Harper makes the 53 because he's a draft pick and because, he plays well. He's playing well so far. So that's linebacker depth. That's the way it looks like for me, in my opinion. Now we go. I don't know how you feel. If you have anything to say about the linebackers,
not really.
Cornerbacks, and safeties. I think let me put it this way: at safety, we have 3 starting safeties. Keep that in mind: Malik Hooker, J-Ron Kearse, and Donovan Wilson. Those are the 3 rotational safeties in the game. We play big nickel. That means nickel. 5 defensive backs, 5 nickel. Instead of having the usual 3 corners and 2 safeties, you're playing with, 3 safeties and 2 corners. So the slot corner becomes a little less important in that situation. It's about the safeties. Hooker, and you got Kearse, and you got God, why am I going? No, baby, the starters. Hooker, Kearse, and Donovan Wilson. And then after that, the question was, well, who's the depth? We just can't roll.
I thought you were talking about all the.
No. Now I'm going to depth. I mean, you can't talk about. That's they didn't even play tonight. I'm saying the actual guys that play, trying to solidify or make it a spot. That's a very important safety position with Dan Quinn. We got to have at least 2 of them back there. So Marquis Bell already had a good start. I think we all know he's going to make this team, special teams. And the way he's just played today was no different, I believe.
Exactly. He had a good game today. Yeah. Not as flashy, I think, as last week.
I agree.
But still just as consistent and solid. Again, similar to Bland. Again, I think Bland did not have as flashy of a game. He had like 1 or 2 more little missteps, but he still had a consistently good game.
I agree. And they're solidifying the backup positions on the team right now.
But like I say, you want to talk about flashy? Yeah, Mukwamu had a flashy game.
And again, I will say this. He had a great first half. In the second half, he wasn't as good in coverage. He blew some coverages. So I'd say he's our 5th safety right now. I think he still makes a team. I think Tyler Coyle, number 31, the Cowboys really like him, but he might just not. He was practice squad last year, practice squad this year. So, and anyone behind that, I think, kind of gets lost in the mix. You got a lot of number 39s, Quandre Mosleys, and the hyphenated guy, and you get those guys be practice squad at best. So we know the roundabout of the safeties. I see the 5. It's obvious to me at this point. And then we go to cornerback, which again we know the starters. Trayvon Diggs, a top 5, top 10 cornerback in my mind, and we'll see it again in Dan Quinn's defense this year. I guarantee that. I believe guaranteed. Anthony Brown again, fantastic. We know the deal with him as far as under Dan Quinn, number 9 in overall in press coverage. Trayvon Diggs, number 1. These are outside corners. And then a slot, a top 10 guy in Jordan Lewis, but he's got that hamstring. So we want to see if DaRon Bland could play a little better, at playing the inside-outside. We know he's good inside and outside. He can do both. I think he showed that there's some still learning curves and growing pains when it comes to playing on the inside as well. He played outside and inside this today. He could have been a little, wasn't as flashy as last week. That's a great way of describing it. But I still think he's very consistent. I agree. Now, after that, when you look at Kelvin Joseph and Deshaun Wright, I think they're almost the same player, in the same boat in a way. Think about it. I know one guy, Kelvin Joseph in the 2nd round. I know Deshaun Wright, last guy in the 3rd round for us. They're both around the same spot. In my opinion by that is that they're sticky in coverage. They're always around the ball in coverage. They're not giving a lot of space, so they're very naturally talented to be around the ball. But again, and they also, to me, are making a play on the ball. I like that ability, but it's the inability to kind of make the play incomplete, to knock the ball away, to get the pick. That's the issues. And being a hair late is the only issue with them. I think they make it as the fifth and sixth corners on our team. I truly believe it. And then you have C.J. Goodwin as our seventh. So he's just special teams, So he's labeled as a corner the way that you see Turpin probably labeled a receiver, when he's more of just a gadget guy. So for now, that's the way I believe it's going to be. And based on that, I think we're going to see a lot of interesting 53-man roster projections coming up in the next 10 days, 12 days before we are getting ready for week 1 in the Buccaneers. So and I say that with these cuts on Tuesday coming first, and then of course cuts next week, the final cuts on August 30th. And then we'll have our team with, again, and on the next day, the 30, I guess, is it 31 days this month? I guess there is, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
so
31 days. In the 31st day, you will find out the practice squad guys on that. So on that note, though, always hit that thumbs up, much love, and go Cowboys here in My Cowboys family. A star over everything.
Have to shout out some people first. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. Then we have to do some more shout outs there real quick. So, Cowboy Station, all good, peace out. Again, that's Mr. MCF's opinion on Deshaun Wright, so that it is what it is.
What was his opinion?
He said, no, hell no. Wright's getting toasted every play. He can't jump. Stop making excuses for Wright. He's trash.
I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying that there's nobody really behind those guys that are going to be able to challenge them. And it's a third-round pick. The Cowboys ain't cutting him. So
I will say, if it comes down between him and Kelvin Joseph, I think that Kelvin Joseph ends up winning by default of draft.
So who do you think we would have C.J. Goodwin over one of those two guys? I don't see that happening.
No.
So that means that we keep those 6 guys with DaRon Bland as the third backup. So I'm just saying, as a third guy in the backup crew there. So you have 6 corners. So C.J. Goodwin would be the 7th. Who else is past that we can say? Kyron Brown was just cut.
Nobody. So Choctaw Montana 808. Thanks for hanging with us. Have a great night. Of course, we have Scorpio coming through. Dallas Cowboy 92, much love. He also said Joseph will make the team. Deshaun Wright will not.
I think they both make it right now.
Much love. He said Justin Quarles, a Q man. Snug X, thank you, much love.
Q.
Skeptical fan, have a great night. William Burney, hello and hi. Let me see. Dwayne Broussard, the top dog. Let me see. Cowboys Nation for life. Betsy Vrazel, hopefully I said that right. Roger that Asher, much love, thumbs up. Cowboys Nation for life. Let me see. I almost shouted myself out.
You should. My Cowboys wife.
Yes.
MCW.
Shout out to me. So, let me see. Jeremy Slade, Chelsea Elizabeth, all of you guys. That's about as far back as I can go. So, guys, seriously, have a great night. Thank you for hanging with us. Huge and extra special shout out to the sponsor of the month. Dwayne Broussard repping it with 53 points up on the stream box.
Yeah, he's up here, 53. He's
Check out his channel, guys. Subscribe to him. The link for that's down below.
It's also Dwayne Broussard, top dog, and he's also the leader above. He's trying to go not just for 4. He's trying to put that 5 on it right there. Much love to the man, Dwayne Broussard, the leader right now. Tomorrow we'll have a couple videos, I'm sure, out there, plus our live stream for the finale. We're going to wrap it up, and we're going to see who takes over the sponsor of the month / month plus / could be sponsor of the week. We'll see what happens.
That's right.
The top dog, Dwayne Broussard, 53 points, like you said earlier. And, of course, leading the whole pack, it's the man, the DB, the OG, top dog. Much love to him on all those levels.